Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Marvel Monday. Today is going to be pretty exciting for two reasons. One, we're finishing our Scarlet Witch Quicksilver campaign in Red Skull.
We're not playing Galaxies?
I know. We'll talk about that in a second. But we did get Galaxy's Most Wanted, I think is the name of the box. Hold on, I got
That's right.
Here it is. It's got two of my favorite characters from the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is Rocket and Groot, right there on the cover. That's also the characters you get. They also happen to have pre-built decks for the exact aspects we are playing in our Red Skull campaign.
Well, that's pretty helpful.
Yeah, which is I was on aggression and you were on protection. So what we're gonna do is look at these cards and look at updating our decks in the Rise of Red Skull campaign, and then we've been alternating every Monday between Arkham and Champions. Current plan is to play the campaign for Galaxy's Most Wanted 2 weeks from today using Rocket and Groot, which will be a really good time. I'm excited to play another campaign. I saw a lot of people in chat beforehand that were saying, I wish you guys were playing Guardians of the Galaxy today. I also saw a fair number of people saying that they're glad we're not because they haven't had a chance to play through it yet and they don't want to necessarily be spoiled. So that's always a careful balance because it would be fun to play through the new campaign.
But man, we've been waiting so long on Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. We don't want to necessarily just toss them into the old news bin.
Run and burn, yeah.
I think we can, so what we're going to do is we're going to unbox these cards, classic unboxing style where we don't actually unbox it, but we just talk about the new cards. And then probably implement some of those or integrate some of those into our current decks if such a card exists that we might want to play. And then we'll take on, the fourth villain? Who's the fourth in this?
Zola, which...
We haven't finished a campaign, but once? I feel like we start and then we get distracted, then we start and we get distracted.
We finished the first campaign, and then we got halfway through a second campaign, and then something came out that we were... Kang. I think Kang
just
came.
like Galaxies, you know?
But I then also played through a Spider-Man solo campaign in various holiday weeks that you were gone and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so...
And it was less fun.
It was absolutely less fun.
For everybody involved.
It was actually...
Don't say it.
It was weirdly fun. I would not have, thought 5 years ago. It's like, would you enjoy playing a solo campaign game? It's like, I probably wouldn't. And then I played it, and it was actually pretty fun. It was also a lot quicker. One player, like, a lot of villain stages have, like, 10 health per player.
I've seen it. It looks pretty fun. I mean, it just something you can do. I mean, I've done enough flesh and blood test draws to know that if you can do anything by yourself with a game, it's going to have a lot of value for you. So that's something that I would actually be interested in trying at some point. But I'm always playing the game when you're around. So I guess maybe that won't ever happen.
It's not planned yet, but I am planning on taking some amount of vacation time at some point this year.
Well, I'll take the same days though. Then we just cancel the stream,
Well, that's your call, Mr. Marketing himself. You guys heard it here.
Hey, let's dive in, shall we? Can I just get started? Do you want to start with Rocket or do you want to start with Groot?
Don't care.
Well, let's start with Groot. Let's look at Groot. Right. Also, Venom got announced. You guys didn't see that.
And it wasn't Eddie Brock. I noticed that. I just looked at the character card.
Which was the thing that I was just most concerned about.
I just noticed it because when I think Venom, I think Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
That's
I think
like
most of us.
Traditional Venom.
Most of us. We think of Venom and we say Eddie Brock.
That's right.
That's exactly what I was thinking the whole time. Eddie Brock. It's not Eddie Brock. It's not Venom.
I'm most excited about that. One, I love the Spider-Verse across the board. I think all the villains in Spider-Man are really great. But I'm most excited because it also means that some of the villains who are less inherently strictly a bad guy all the time can show up as heroes.
Well, yeah. Life's not always black and white morality, is it?
Yeah, like even, as an example, someone like Magneto would be super cool at some point.
Yeah.
To be able to play as a hero, because he does help sometimes.
Yes.
Him and Charles were friends for a while.
Who knew that manipulating metal was like the greatest thing you could ever have?
Almost,
and I guess he's a smart guy as well.
Yeah,
he's got super intelligence.
He's just, I don't know if it's super intelligent. I just know he is intelligent. But yeah, bending metal.
If it ain't super, I'm not interested.
The X-Men cartoon in the 90s showed me how important bending metal could be.
Everything.
Yeah.
You can do everything with metal.
Apparently water bending is like the tech.
According to who?
Once you can mess with blood and stuff, it gets really weird.
Yeah, blood bending's pretty solid. Yeah. That's terrifying. So Venom's here, and he apparently playing a lot of weapons. I scanned through the article just a second ago. Play a lot of weapons. Now, you might have thought Eddie Brock. I thought black and white evil Spider-Man. That's how I always knew Venom growing up as a child, looking at the playing cards and stuff that I had. Yeah. I was like, oh, well, this is like the bad version of Spider-Man. But as you said, it's not quite that simple, is it?
That's true. The Venom essentially is like a parasite. So it has many hosts that it's been
See,
a part of.
And I don't even know that I knew that.
Spider-Man, Brock.
And now there was a Carnage thing too, right?
Also Carnage, yep.
Is that also a hosting situation?
I don't know.
Or is that just somebody looking to kill?
What I do know is that Carnage, the model for Crisis Protocol, is maybe the best model they've made. They previewed it not long ago.
That's high praise.
It's crazy, actually. It's like next level good.
Well, once they took over all the licenses, I guess they decided to start flexing.
That's right.
Let's talk about Groot. Let's look at Groot here. 1, 2, 3.
You want to go top down?
I love these 1, 2, 3 stat lines. I don't care how they're arrayed. I just like that you're really good at something, you're okay at something, and you're bad at something.
Apparently,
that's an interesting character.
Flash Thompson Venom was a member of Guardians of the Galaxy for a while.
No way.
Which makes sense because we've seen the Star-Lord pack and the Nebula pack, and I think a Drax pack, which is basically the lineup.
So the Guardian's superpower is mainly just guns?
No.
It seems like they're shooting a lot of guns.
So the main
guns and trees?
Star-Lord's thing is that he's just kind of a rogue and has guns and that thing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me Star-Lord has guns? You're telling me Rocket has a big gun? You're telling me that Venom is in the team with guns? I mean, you get Punisher on the team, and you've got Gun Squad 4.
Well, Groot is a regrowth machine, a tree.
Of course, you don't expect a tree to shoot a gun.
Yeah, their superpowers are not high on the superpower list.
So basically, yes, they're shooting guns.
This is true. Star-Lord is half god.
Oh, well, that seems to point. I guess that's the Lord half.
Yeah, his
Star half is
his
the
dad
shooting.
dropped him off on Earth.
Okay.
And then he finds out later that he's half god.
Maybe that's what happened to all of us.
That is some religious stories.
It's Monday. How are you, everybody?
Franca says Gamora is swords and Drax is knives.
Okay, so they just have weapons, yeah.
Yeah, they're the weapon squad. You'll notice that Groot here on his hero side doesn't have the Avenger trait. So we're on a new...
Yeah, thank goodness.
New lane.
Finally.
We're getting to the B teams.
Let's talk about, what do we have? We have the hero. Let's start with the hero. That's the right place to start here. 1, 2, 3. Flora Colossus. So that's, for those of you that don't know Latin, that means plant colossus.
That's his ability.
Yeah. When Groot would take any amount of damage, remove that many growth counters from him. For each growth counter removed, prevent the damage. So, you're going to put growth counters on, presumably, and then you're going to soak them. It's like a shield.
But how does he do that?
And then over here on the Groot Alter Ego side, has Growth Spurt, Recovery of 4, which is always notable. Place 2 growth counters on Groot to a maximum of 10. You can do that once per round. So Alter Ego, you're going to get 2 damage soaks, essentially. Now, I assume there's other things you might do with these growth counters, so we'll take a look at that.
Yeah, and notably, Groot, I would expect to be a very healthy character, and he's only got 10 health.
Only 10.
But that's because he's got that built-in growth counter, prevent damage situation going on.
Yeah. Let's talk about Fruition. 2 of these in the deck.
This is signature pool?
0 cost event, 2 growth counters on Groot. Very nice.
So it's 0, prevent 2, and if these growth counters do anything else for you...
Could be better.
Something else.
Yeah, it could be better.
Okay.
All right, then I am Groot. Wait a minute. We're going to have to specify this.
How do you spell it?
I am Groot without any punctuation. Is that right? Bryce, you tracking on that? I am Groot, capital I, capital A. Yeah, 3 cost. Hero action, thwart. Remove threat from a scheme equal to the number of growth counters on Groot. Okay, we're already there. That's fantastic. Pay 3, remove threat equal to the growth counters that you have.
So if you had 10, it's pay 3, remove 10.
That is some quick math.
That is heat in the kitchen. Well, even without anything else, that would make me think this character wants to hang out in Alter Ego, or literally get the 2 growth counters, go to hero form. Don't take any damage because you don't want to lose any.
Don't take
go
damage.
Back down, put 2 more on. Next round, put 2 more on, go back up. Now you're 6. So you kind of weave until you get to the point where you're loaded up. Or 3 for 10 is wicked.
You have a turn. It's fruition.
Let's party. Yeah, I am Groot.
So right there. I got your fruition right here.
It's so thematic they named his cards I am Groot.
Then we have all caps I am Groot with punctuation, and I imagine this is the attack version. 2 cost event, deal damage to an enemy equal to the number of growth counters.
Wow.
So 2 for 10 potentially there if we want to min-max that.
Even 2 for 6 is pretty good math.
That's really good. That's like that's the ideal exchange for a signature card, 2 for 6, I think. 3 root stomps. I love this card. Good art on this. Isn't that nice? Good shades.
That is nice.
Brown, Ray's favorite color is brown.
The only worst favorite color I've ever heard is clear.
Clear, yeah. The absence of color.
What up, John?
2 cost root stomp here. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. If it defeats the enemy, place a growth counter on Groot. 2 for 5.
And a
then
growth
get
counter?
a growth counter if it defeats it, which it will. It's a good minion stomper.
It surely will.
We are Groot. Like a Beatles song here.
I am, you are, we are Groot together.
1 cost, remove up to 4 growth counters. Choose that many friendly characters to gain a tough status card. That's real good.
That's so good because obviously if you're at like, I don't know, 8 growth counters, even just giving yourself a tough prevents you from taking 3 or 4 damage that would come off on the growth counters.
I mean, this is always a pay 1, remove 1, gain tough for you, no matter what else is going on, right? I don't see any world where you wouldn't just use that on yourself every time you draw it.
But like even pay 2, give both of us tough, like
That's
both
amazing.
characters, is like you're just mitigating an entire attack round of the villain.
And you pay 1 no matter what.
Yeah.
It's just to get through the door. Pay 1, and then every growth counter you use is added value, really.
Wow. Because you also have stuff that adds growth counters.
Yeah.
So you would want to spend growth counters occasionally.
Like, look at this. I mean, if this is in our hand, Fruition and we are Groot, I mean, that's a 2 tough hand right there.
For 3 cards, basically.
Yeah.
Is his removal of growth counters to prevent damage forced?
It's a great question. Forced interrupt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to do it.
Yeah,
so you got to be careful.
You know, the tree does not voluntarily fall to the axe, as it were. Fertile Ground. Alter ego action. Beautiful. Look at that art. I can't read it if I show it to you, but look at that art. A meditating tree.
That's great.
I mean, that's pretty meta. What's it meditating about? People?
I'm going to ask you a personal question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy? You haven't.
No.
I think you would actually very much like it. It's literally an entire team full of average B team hero people.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like I would like it a lot. Especially now that I know a demigod is the pilot.
Well, he doesn't know that in the first film.
Oh, well, now I don't want to watch it. Alter ego action. Exhaust fertile ground. Place a growth counter on Groot. And draw a card. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. That's an upgrade? Support?
It's a support. That's like your Golden City right there. 1 cost, alter ego, gain a growth counter, draw a card.
Yeah, so like when you go down to alter ego, when this is out, it's so good because you get 3 when you go down and a card, and you get 3 before you go back up.
That's incredibly good. So this is like that card in your signature pool that if you draw it early, your game is amazing, and if you draw it late, you lose.
Don't know about that. I will say, given
like that little battery that I have in Pietro here.
Given the number of that is true in that deck. Given the number of cards that require growth counters, if you get in one of those situations where you can't really keep growth counters on for whatever reason, like the pressure,
keep getting beat up. Yeah.
Then his cards get really bad.
Yeah, they're horrible.
So that's really the balance. You have to be partnered with someone that can deal with problems when you can't.
I've got an idea.
I'm working on a gravity belt.
I'm working on gravity belt. I think that, if you ran him in leadership, then you could play allies, and then they could soak the damage. You see?
Hey, I'm going to tell you something that's really exciting.
Okay.
From what I've heard, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers from this campaign.
Okay.
But there are a good number of scenarios that the difficulty of it is such that heroic don't even think about heroic. Like the challenge of just expert.
I want to think about heroic.
Well, the challenge of just expert in this campaign apparently is
that hard?
High, which I'm excited. I like having a campaign or villains that make me, because like we talked about when we decided to go expert on this campaign, heroic is a certain min-max challenge that we've done enough that it's kind of the same no matter what the villain is doing. But the idea of challenges so hard not in heroic gets me really excited.
Yeah, I agree. And I like that if it takes changing the vocabulary or whatever it is, you will find a way to get back to me suffering in this game. 1 cost upgrade, Entangling Vines, Hero Interrupt. When Groot makes now this is an upgrade, so keep this in mind. When Groot makes a basic thwart, remove 1 growth counter and exhaust Entangling Vines, this one, +2 for that thwart.
Okay, so he can turn his growth counters into extra thwarts.
Now, would you think there's probably a card that's going to do the same for attack?
If I were a betting man.
Lashing Vines, 1 cost upgrade. After Groot uses a basic power, remove 2 counters and ready him. So now we can remove 2 ready after we use a basic. We can also buff the basic. Do we get, this is going to be it. This is the defense. Vine Shield, 1 cost upgrade. Vine Shield defends against an attack, remove a growth counter, +3 defense. That's a 6 defense.
Hard to hit. And even if they do hit, he's got all his growth counters to soak up the damage. Also, can you imagine how comfortable you are if you have 10 growth counters? Like,
You should win.
you're not gonna die.
Yeah, you should
Tell you
definitely
that
win.
much.
Who knew it was so hard to hit a tree? And then a 1-cost upgrade vine spikes here. When Groot makes a basic attack, remove 1 +2.
Okay, so it's basically his entire card pool is about those growth counters.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't have growth counters, you got a problem.
Well, you know, growing is kind of what trees do. I mean, that's what they're known for.
It's thematic. Also of note, he doesn't have an ally in this pool.
My gosh. That's right.
My goodness. Let's see if
We don't need any
I'm surprised
allies
there's
here,
not a
do we?
rocket ally in there, honestly.
You know what
but
they did?
We'll see.
They've made it neutral. Yeah. So maybe they're trying to get it. Maybe people were complaining about the fact that I can't play one of my signature cards if the other person's playing my pair.
I like that.
Or maybe they thought better of it.
I like the idea. I think more people are playing this game solo than they maybe expected up front. So, as an example, if they end up giving us neutral ally versions of all the Guardians, you can play any one Guardian and potentially get all the Guardians on the table.
I think they're doing that.
Which is cool.
Let's look at Starhawk. Speaking of Guardians, now he's a Guardian I'm interested in because he's one of these heroes that I look at and I know that there's something interesting about this superpower or whatever, but I have no idea what it is.
He's got lightning. He's got these horns.
Lightning, the good
He's
costuming.
aerial, straight up.
Got something in his hand,
Aerial
probably
trait.
a gun, given that he's a Guardian.
Seems on theme.
So it clearly flies. He's a hawkman of sorts.
Okay.
2-cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 3 health.
The 2 attack does 2 damage to himself, too.
He does, yeah.
What?
But when he takes damage exactly equal to his remaining hit points, return him to your hand.
Oh, so you could like thwart for 1 and attack for 2, or attack for 2 and then thwart for 1, and he would just bounce to your hand.
Wow. That's right.
Or you could thwart 3 times, technically.
That's right. So he just goes back. Okay, cool. But if you chump block with him, he's not as good. So he's different from Clea. But it seems like these low-cost defender protector allies are all about bouncing back to hand and coming back
Which
in.
is cool.
All right.
Now,
I'm with that.
the thing about, you could also block a minion and know you were going to take the specific amount of damage to bounce back.
Yeah. If they're swinging for like 1
Yeah.
or 2, yeah, that's cool.
Or 3, technically. If you,
And that could give you a 7-card hand going into the next
That's
turn, and now you
exactly
can
right.
spend it as a money. And
Yeah.
then we're off to there. So we get some Desperate Defense, which we've seen before, of course. Great card. Then we've got Fighting Fit, which has Drax on it. I know that.
look at you. A wealth of Marvel knowledge.
It's a 2 for 2 damage, and it's just to the villain, but it's 5 instead if your hero's remaining hit points are equal to or greater than your hero's starting hit points. So if you're healthy, and the assumption is Groot isn't damaged because the growth counters are protecting you. So then you do a 2 for 5 to the villain, which is okay.
But you would have to somehow get more health points.
Equal to or greater.
Oh, so if you're at max.
Yeah.
Or like those sweet upgrades we have. I don't know if we can pop this or not, but like my basic thwart upgrade from Rise of Red Skull gives me +2 hit points. Or what's that one card?
That's
Endurance?
easy.
Is that the name of the card?
Endurance, yeah.
That one we love?
+3. Yeah, it's great. Great value.
Greatest card in the game. Right there next to Spycraft.
Let's talk about, so this is fine. I mean, I think it's nice that you're giving protection a card that is an aggression card, but it's only working if you're doing a good job of protecting yourself in this instance. So it's a cool way to see essentially a slightly better uppercut for protection, but
and I like
little
the
bit
idea that every aspect can do all the things, but they have to do it in this certain way. Even like Justice, being able to do damage, but based on the fact that you're doing your Justice role well.
100%.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Good scoops from the chat here too. Talking about Iron Man, you know, of course, buff and everything. Any of the helmets?
Yep.
Thor's helmets plus hit points, I
It's
think?
like plus a lot.
Does Caps is plus hit points, or is it just super secret first, second life?
I think it's...
Isn't it plus some,
I don't
and then
think
you
it's-
discard it if you're going to die, and then you...
I thought something else gives him +1.
Could be a shield.
Hulk. Hulk has the like +5 health with the retaliate thing,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
which I like. Keep going down this lane. And
Dust that
also,
off.
just cards like Endurance start to get playable in a
mildly better.
non-campaign environment.
I mean, I'm not writing home about a 2 for 5, but...
I saw someone joking in our Discord channel about how every time a product releases, there's a thread on Reddit that is, here's why Hulk isn't bad anymore. And every time they're wrong. That's not my words, that's their words, even though I agree with those words currently.
Let's look at Dauntless. 1 cost to upgrade Dauntless here. Any
That
player
art's
can play it,
cool.
yeah. It's kind of like, it's like a reboot, you know? It's like that 3D, weird 3D art. Which, you know, if I were being very picky, I think kind of breaks the style, but I'm not.
Well, they have the comic art from all different genres.
Yeah, this is
We've
like, what is
seen that.
Unlimited or something? This is like fancy
Yeah.
comics.
My favorite is still that, I think it's
fancy for
Gang Up
Steven.
is the art. Whatever that style is, I think it's the old school, like 60s, 70s art.
Looks like an album cover.
Yeah.
Dauntless, max 1 per player, while your hero's remaining hit points are equal to or greater than your hero's starting hit points. You get Retaliate 1. I'm going to be playing this.
I'm telling you.
Quicksilver.
Especially in those campaigns, if the Galaxy's Most Wanted has any health, just like the Red Skull did, where it gives you plus hit points, starting out with Retaliate 1 is the next level.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's good. I'm probably going to run one. And then Hard to Ignore. 1 cost upgrade, hero response. After your hero defends against an attack and takes no damage. I love these cards in protection.
Sure. Because you're naturally wanting to do this anyway.
Yeah, it's reinforcing victory here. Exhaust it, remove a threat from the main scheme.
That's what I'm talking about. See,
That's what I'm talking about.
They're doing threat removal, but if you're doing your role.
Yeah, smart. It's good design. Caleb? Boggs?
Well, here's looking to you.
Yeah, good. This is good.
Or here's looking at you.
People love it. We're not representative, but I assume that it's
And you're just
true.
putting cards we already have over here, right?
Yeah, it's got Indomitable in there too, which we've seen Captain with his shield blocking things for 1,000 years. We don't need to see anymore. Here's Rocket Raccoon.
Ooh,
a neutral
by the way,
ally.
Hard to Ignore is not 1 per player.
No, it's not.
Keep that in your
Oh
pocket.
my.
Oh my.
The nail in the coffin.
From none.
So you can only play Rocket if you're a Guardian. You got the Guardian trait.
Got it.
Now, did we fix this problem where they're Guardian on both sides? No. So does this count? Your identity is both sides, is that right?
Oh.
I think it's your identity is both sides. I don't know.
Or maybe you can't put them into play unless you're Groot.
Somebody clarified that 1,000 years ago, I'm sure. Episode 336 of Guardians podcast.
Part 2.
When Rocket Raccoon attacks a minion, he gets +3 attack for the attack, and it gains overkill. Wow, that's a phenomenal
How many?
ally.
4?
So he swings for 4 with overkill against minions. 3 health, 3 cost. This is a phenomenal value.
He is a murderous, sweet little rabbit.
And he's got a tooth wart. I mean, this is the best ally I've ever seen. I'm going to be honest with you. That's the best ally I've ever seen.
And he's a wild for kicks. But he's obviously only playable with Guardian heroes.
Right.
Which is interesting.
This is a good reason to bring a Guardian to the table.
Yep.
This card is that
Well,
good.
I assume we get a Groot ally too, which we'll see in a minute. The reality of that too is like the Guardian theme is that they're a team. So like
Yeah.
the idea that they have really good
Are the Avengers
allies
not a
makes
team,
sense.
you know?
But it's different. It's more generic. It's like
The Avengers are just everyone.
the
right?
Avengers is like saying, I'm an American. It's like we work together, I guess. So mostly not, but sometimes we're on the same general
The good old
page.
days.
But it's different when you say like, I'm a Tulsan. Like there's a
It is true.
stronger
you
bond
get a
there.
little,
Yeah, it's a
you know,
tighter
tribal,
team.
you know.
Yeah,
The tribe gets
it's a
little
tighter
small.
tribe, I'll say that.
Speaking of tangential, so I read a piece that my father had written for the Tulsa World in the 90s, an editorial, one of his few editorials, and it was about digital isolation.
In the 90s, wow.
It was crazy.
Ahead of its
It was
time.
so prescient. It was insane. It was talking about basically how things are moving more and more digital, but he traced it. It started with air conditioning because that was the one thing that got people off of their front porches. And so like the moment that happens, people start being inside rather than outside to cool off with the fans and stuff, you know what I mean? And so you didn't see each other as much. And then you started watching television inside and onward it goes, right? And so the social fabric continues to move apart as people. And that's why we have tabletop games.
That's right. I also, so on a similar tangent, we went on a couple walks this weekend in our neighborhood.
Very nice.
And our neighborhood is actually a really good walking neighborhood.
Yeah.
Lots of nice paths and like ponds and that kind of stuff. And it was really cool.
Was there anybody else out?
There was.
Did you say hi?
Yeah, we did. That
Behind closed, masked, and you know.
was space and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
do
It's
one of
like,
those-
hey, we got a vaccine. But yeah, it was just cool. Because also the kind of people, it was interesting that would walk in a neighborhood and live in the same neighborhood, probably have a lot in common.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're already,
Yeah.
by nature of walking, you're in a certain category of people that would go
Sure.
on walks. And then by being in the same neighborhood, you're also in a certain category of people.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, community is community.
Yeah, so it was really, it was pleasant. And the weather was perfect.
But just imagine, too, that if you went home and everybody was on their front porch, everybody.
And it was like normal, like walk by and be like,
Yeah.
Well, it's already,
Yeah, kids are wandering around.
I feel like I'm back in Chelsea, Oklahoma, because like when you're driving through the neighborhood, everyone like waves at each other.
That's good.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what you need. Let's talk about Flora and Fauna. This is their team up card.
I will never get over these cards.
1 cost. Place 2 growth counters on Groot and ready him, or place 2 charge counters on Rocket and ready that upgrade. So he gets a bunch of upgrades, and then you put. So you charge Rocket or you grow Groot.
And I assume either player can have this in their deck.
Yeah, both of them.
That's kind of awesome.
Groot and Rocket.
I want them to keep printing those cards. Every imaginable team up of characters that makes sense. Cap and Iron Man.
Yeah.
All the way down. Like, just give me all of those.
I know, they can have a release specifically for that.
Just a box of team up cards?
Yeah. Dylan asking, wait, your dad's also from Tulsa? Yeah. Have you watched Lovecraft Country? Yes. Wait, no, I haven't.
I haven't.
I thought you were talking about Watchmen, which is Tulsa, sadly set in Tulsa. Okay, Depth Focus. This is the important card.
Okay.
You need to pay attention to this because it's got Doctor Strange on it, so it's going to be too good.
It's going to be great for Wanda, probably.
1 cost
If
upgrade.
I had to guess.
Max 1 per player.
Uh-huh.
Hero action. It's a 1 cost upgrade. Exhaust it, reduce the resource cost of the next superpower you play by 1.
Wow.
Pays for itself with 1 cast.
But it's a particular lane.
Well, how many superpowers we got in here? Let's just look at it.
Let me just look at the Wanda stack.
So, look at Groot, man. Superpower, 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 superpower.
It is in his deck, so I
Superpower,
would hope.
superpower, 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 superpower. Yeah, they're all superpowers.
Literally all of them.
Yeah, what about you?
Well, that doesn't count because it doesn't cost anything. I'm just going through my stack.
That's like a Quicksilver.
Now I have to reevaluate everything.
I know. Is everybody just going to run this? I mean, is the point that this is good for heroes that have superpowers? I would figure that superpowers would already be the strongest thing you can have, you know?
So Wanda technically has 6, but one of them costs 0. So she's only got 5 cards in her deck. This triggers off of.
Oh man, I'm nothing but super. Oh my gosh. Hold on, Zach. It's maybe in my whole card pool.
Amon's saying 14 for Quicksilver.
Oh my gosh. It's all of us. It's everything except Scarlet Witch. It's a superpower.
Oh, it's a neutral card, but it is in the protection deck. So it's
taking
built for you.
Yeah, I'm taking that one.
But 1 per player. So how many do you run?
1.
Yeah.
1. Eventually, there's enough good 1 per player cards that it
run them all.
actually works the way that we think it should work.
John's saying Depth is really good for a few heroes, and Quicksilver is one of them.
All right. Well, great. I've already got it in the stack then. Did I pull it? Yeah, here. I'll take this.
There it is. You got it.
Talk to me about the fox.
So let's look at the sweet rabbit. Rocket Raccoon, the alter ego side, is a genius and he's an outlaw. Tinkering, choose and discard a tech upgrade you control. Draw 2 cards. Limit once per round. So you have to discard it, but you get to draw 2, which is really powerful, especially if it uses like charges, like you mentioned on that card earlier.
So it's something in play?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So early on, this is not that good because you'd have to have a tech you play, use, and then want to get rid of. He does synergize a little bit with Tony Stark, assuming he's got a lot of tech, because Tony has that get the top tech upgrade back for someone.
Yep.
So that's something we wanted to be mindful of going on.
Hey, Groot Iron Man team or Rocket Iron Man?
That's right.
That's a match made in heaven. That's a movie you'd watch.
I would absolutely watch that. That's what I'm saying. Give me a team up card for Rocket and Iron Man, and we'll have a party. Rocket.
Wait, didn't Iron Man die?
No one ever really is gone forever.
Maybe he's just frozen in the ocean for 60 years or whatever happened to Cap.
He's gone. Rocket Raccoon, hero side, 2 thwart, 1 attack, 1 defense. And he's looking at 9 health. So he's planning on having someone like Groot to make sure he doesn't die.
Well, he's a raccoon.
Hand size 5, typical. Murdered you is his action. Response, after you deal excess damage to an enemy, draw a card.
Ah, that's great.
So a card draw ability printed on a hero immediately gets me, it's like, this could be really good.
Anything that can draw is worth drawing.
First card is called, this is so funny that they did this, called I've Got a Plan. So like one of the best sequences in the Guardians movie, I'll just say.
It's also one of the best cards in Arkham.
They are in a prison and Rocket's like, I've got a plan for us to get out, but I'm going to need a few things, is what he says. So he's going through this plan, right? It's like, I need this and this and this and this. And then he tasks Quill, who's in the front of this heart with an arm. He's like, and I need that guy's prosthetic arm or leg. And Quill's like, his leg? He's like, yeah, I don't need anything else about him. Look at the rest of him. He's useless. So Quill goes and gets the arm. And then he actually gets to the end of the plan. I'm going to spoil this for you, even though it's really funny.
Well, why am I watching the movie now?
Well, you should watch it. Turns out he was just kidding. He didn't need the arm. And then he just starts dying laughing, and it's a great movie. So anyways, they put it on the art, which is why I'm excited.
And long story short, it's a great movie.
It is great. Hero response, after you make a basic thwart using your thwart, ready Rocket, Rocket gets +1 thwart while in hero form until the end of the phase. So it's a pay 1 to ready. You get 2 copies of it. And then he then gets +1 thwart for the rest of the phase. So it does whatever he does, or if he gets exhausted, or if he gets confused or stunned, you can exhaust, play this, ready. And then he's coming in for, it's worth 3 thwart, but it's also usable as just a ready card if you want.
That's really quite good. I like that. I also like the fact that, as was mentioned in the chat here, this doesn't have a limit, you know?
No.
So you can presumably draw an infinite amount of cards if there's an infinite number of minions.
As long as it keeps chaining. Next, we get Reload. Great art here. It says, hero action, ready each tech upgrade you control. So this is unusable until you have tech upgrades.
Okay, so
he better have a lot.
Yeah, let's see some conditional.
How do you say that?
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Ah, yes, it's essentially the taking pleasure in the pain of others, primarily because you're relieved that it's not you who is, feeling the pain.
And he's cackling.
Like, sometimes you watch a video where somebody like falls.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I watch those what could go wrong videos all the time on Reddit. And it's so
somebody
funny.
falling off a trampoline, those kinds of things.
Yeah. Or like, it's mainly people on the what could go wrong subreddit that are doing things they really shouldn't. It's like, what could go wrong jumping off the second story into a pool?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, this is it. And then
and then we hope nobody died.
Yep.
But, and technically the German, of course, Derek, saying there's technically an at the end. Schadenfreude.
Okay.
Just like Bratwurst.
That's good humor. I'm going to give that one to you. I wasn't really thinking about it, and then it caught me after the fact because I was trying to read the card. Hero action, till the end of turn, heal 2 damage from Rocket each time you deal any amount of damage to an enemy.
That's awesome. So Rocket's going to set up an explosive turn, basically.
That's probably a good way to describe him.
Yeah.
He also has this card called Salvage. It's a resource card. It has a mental and a wild on it.
That is beautiful art.
After you spend this card, put a tech upgrade from a discard pile on the top of your deck.
Okay.
So then he has a way to draw it with his little ability.
It's a new card type, basically. It's a dual resource, and it does something when you spend it.
And there was a lot of talk on the town about what happens when you flip this off the top of your deck from Hulk, the ally.
Is anyone playing? Oh, Hulk the ally.
The one that triggers based on the icons. It's like, what happens here?
Well, you probably do both.
I think you definitely do both.
And the
but
mental.
Is there an order to which you do them? Because if you do the mental first, you discard it.
Determine player order.
Et cetera, et
player
cetera.
order.
Anyways, now let's get to the tech. So this is 7 of his 15 cards. The first one is Battery Pack, which you get 2 copies of. Enters play with 2 charges on it. Action, exhaust Battery Pack, move a charge counter from this card to another tech. So this is 2 charges that load. Yeah.
Okay, charging things up, like batteries.
Yep. Next, we get Cybernetic Skeleton. It's a tech card, +3 hit points while you're in hero form, +1 attack.
Okay, good. So you get 2 attack. That's respectable.
We also get 1 particle cannon, which just giant gun, right? Restricted, enters play with 2, you can have 2 restricted, right?
Yeah, 2 restricted, yeah.
Enters play with 2 charges. Exhaust, particle cannon, remove a charge. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. This attack gains overkill and ranged.
Okay.
So you can't get retaliated off of it, and it's overkill, which is particularly good with Rocket, of course, because his excess damage lets him draw a card, plus the excess damage gets put onto a different enemy, potentially queuing them up to also get excess damage.
That's very excellent, yes.
Rocket launcher, restricted, interplay with 2 charges on it. Look at that rocket launcher.
It's just
hilarious.
It's lovably. Was this the idea of the character, like in the comics?
Unbelievably large guns.
Giant large guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hero action, exhaust rocket launcher and remove a charge counter from it. Choose a player, deal 2 damage to the villain, and each minion engage with that player.
Great.
So if he sets up like 4 minions with 1 health left,
yeah,
then you rocket launcher,
you draw
4 cards, get out of town.
Wow.
We also get 2 of Rocket's pistol. It's also restricted because he basically can have 2 guns, right? Interplay with 3 charge counters on it. Exhaust his pistols, remove a charge, deal 2 damage to an enemy.
Right. Good. Okay, so
Fine.
he's just got a lot of sources of damage from the weapon.
Yep, and then he's got thruster boots. While in hero form, gets +1 thwart and gains aerial.
Oh.
So he might be a 3 thwart. He's got 2 of the ready and get +1 thwart, so then it's a 4 thwart.
This is a very cool signature pull. I mean, it's not overtly like Quicksilver strikes you as overtly strong.
Yeah, but
this is like, it's going to take some setup, it's going to take some planning, it's going to take some teamwork, etc.
I also feel like the turns where Rocket delivers will be so memorable because he's just gonna go Raccoon on someone.
As Amon rightly saying here, Ultron, right?
That 2 to everything against Ultron when they're all on 1 health is just like it's just
That's great.
next level.
That's really great.
All right, let's check out the rest.
That'll
of the
be
cards.
super fun to play. I'm interested in playing that
I think we all are.
very much.
Yeah. Bug, I love 2-cost allies.
Man, the best.
1/1 attack and thwart, 2 health. After a hero makes a basic attack, heal 1 damage from Bug.
Oh.
So basically, do one thing.
Well, so this is an ally you can actually build the super combo on. If you have a leadership player that's like,
That's the trick.
get that sky cycle. I guess that's not
if you're
helpful.
playing Spider-Woman, you can play leadership with this, and then you can do the whole Build-A-Bear thing. Build-A-Bug.
That's it. Build a bug. This is my build a bug deck.
Yeah. All right, some cards we've seen before. Next, we get Looking for Trouble, 0 cost. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play, engage with you. Remove 3 threat from the main scheme. So this is, again, doing exactly what we were talking about earlier, which is aggression a lot of times has these cards that you need a minion out to make use of. So you go get a minion. If you're doing the aggression thing, that could be a big boon to you. Like Rocket wants minions to deal with.
Do you think Thor runs that?
Probably.
Play Looking for Trouble, draw a card, draw 2 cards when they engage
That's
you.
probably even better than his signature one. Because isn't it 0, remove 2 threat? Go get a
Yeah,
minion?
it is. Yeah.
So this is the same exact thing. For Thor, that means he gets a draw 2, which is crazy.
Wait, this, no, it can't be better than Thor's. They wouldn't make it better than his signature, would they?
What's the name of the Thor one?
Call the,
I'll just look up Thor.
hold on, I know it. I used to play that. I loved Thor, back when, what was that, 1,000 years ago? Back when we could go outside and breathe each other's air.
That wasn't actually at that point.
What is that called? Call the 5, is it the 5 thing? Come at me, have at thee.
Defender of the 9 Realms.
That's it, 9, not 5, 9.
0 cost, discard cards, remove 3 threat.
Okay, so it's just a worse version of Defender. Good.
Isn't it the same thing?
Yeah,
It's the exact same thing.
it's the exact same thing. But do you run 6 in the deck? Probably. I don't know. At a certain point, you're also just adding minions. And then you have to deal with those minions. And so you're wasting time on something you created.
Well, that's where so Rocket or aggression in general, having access to this tool is really helpful because there are so many cards that you just can't play without minions around. Like that 2 for 5 with Overkill Classic has Rocket on it, actually. I forget what it's called, the aggression card.
Yeah. The Relentless Assault.
Yeah, and even like Hollow Heroes, like if you don't draw minions, you just kind of can fizzle out. So the fact that this removes 3 threat is generically good.
Also notable, main scheme only. Thor's is any scheme.
Gotcha.
So
Okay,
it is.
that's
So there's
perfect.
some good. These are good ways to make a signature card better.
Definitely just like the right balance for me.
Yeah.
Next, we get Follow Through. It's a 2-cost upgrade. When your hero's attack deals any amount of excess damage, increase that amount by 1.
That stays out.
Yeah. So particularly good if you have Overkill,
Great for
access to Overkill,
Yeah.
or even like Moment of Triumph, the one that heals for every
Heals
excess
for every
damage.
excess damage. Ah, yeah, that's gonna be a fun deck.
Yeah.
So you're just blasting. Wow.
So anyways,
That's pretty cool.
we also get the Hand Cannon. This is restricted, has 3 charges. It's a gun anybody can use. When your hero makes a basic attack, exhaust Hand Cannon and remove a charge. Your hero gets +2 for that attack. That attack gains Overkill.
Hold on just a second. Makes a basic attack, exhaust, remove 1 charge counter from it. Your hero gets +2 attack for this attack. Okay, I'm into this. I might run that in Thor. Thor with hand cannons? I love that. Love the idea. Pow, pow.
Next, we get Groot, 3-cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack, does 2 damage to himself, but he's got 6 health.
Okay, easy.
So we can do, it's 3 for
3 for 6 on the
6.
thwart. Yeah, let's see one.
You can only play if you have the Guardian trait. Response: after Groot defends against an attack, heal 2 damage from him.
Oh, no. Really?
So, particularly good at blocking minions.
Yeah.
A 2 damage minion he can block in perpetuity at like no risk.
Yeah, forever. He can take a lot of those villain swings too.
Mm-hmm.
Like take 5, heal, go to 3, and then block that 2 minion.
Yeah.
Huh.
Really interesting.
Well, that's pretty interesting, man.
It is pretty interesting.
That could be a problem later on in the game.
Only playable with Guardians, so
keep your
watch
eye
out.
Keep your eye
Of course, we get a copy of Flora and Fauna, which is great. And then the last new card that's not his Nemesis set, Booster Boots. Play only if your identity has the Guardian trait.
Okay.
Max 1 per player.
Right.
When you would take any amount of damage from an attack, exhaust Booster Boots and discard the top card of your deck. Prevent 1 of that damage.
Okay. So exhaust, prevent 1.
Discard the top card of your deck.
Yeah. So it's like a energy barrier, but it costs 1 less, and you don't send damage back, and it's forever.
And it's forever.
And you discard a card.
Yeah. So eventually it's going to cost you an encounter card a little bit earlier.
There's people that like things being in the discard pile, right?
Absolutely. Even Rocket can salvage things out of his deck.
Maybe that's why it was in the pack.
Oh,
Man,
what?
who's designing these cards?
Next level.
Good product design here.
Okay, so I have all the cards out that I could potentially use that I couldn't use before. Do you have the Groot stack specifically?
Yes.
I'm just
right
gonna
here.
put
These are all the ones I'm not considering using because they're not for me.
because they are built for someone else. Where is Groot specific? Do you have a Groot card somewhere?
Yeah, all right here. That's all the signatures. I would like to play Groot too. That's good. They've done a good job on hero design because I'm interested in playing all of them.
We're gonna have to play Rocket Groot next. That's the next.
Now
step.
I'm more interested in like a non-standard team up, you know, like Rocket Spider-Man.
Well, we could do that too, I suppose.
Which
Even though the crowd wants it.
Any of those team ups, as was rightly noted in the chat earlier, could be called the Rocket Man.
Yeah, I love it. I'm into it. Let's do our Rocket Man team.
Iron Man, Spider-Man. Too many man, if you ask me.
Lots of man.
So I need to figure out what I'm going to cut here. All right, I'm going to start with the cards that I think are least important. What do you think?
I can't play this.
I think I'm going to have to cut these energy barriers.
Let me see.
I'm leaning into the deck, man.
Energy barrier, really?
Hey, don't make me question the decision that's wrong.
I will let you be wrong then.
But energy barrier plays into the theme of not being hurt.
At all turns. You're right. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be saying anything. Do I do excess damage ever? I don't think that's this deck.
No, you're not doing anything. You can't play any of the new cards.
I can play Looking for Trouble.
Can I drop the Scarlet Witch card from my deck?
It's a signature card. You can't. You're stuck.
Dang it. All right, well, let's see. Sidestep seems to be the weakest card here, but I'm not convinced yet. Ironheart. You can't cut Ironheart. It's Ironheart.
Hand Cannon's not bad, actually.
Am I going to drop the double resources, maybe? Now that's weird, right?
You have achieved peak weird at that point, yeah.
But really, I only need them for a few different things, and then they're a waste of time. Or these adrenaline rushes, you know? Sometimes they just don't.
What are you looking to get in?
I'm definitely putting Duck Focus in here. I mean, that's better than double resource, right? -1 to all of the cards that I would use a double on.
Especially because... Do they cost 2 normally?
Yeah.
And your curve's a
all
1, so that's perfect.
Yeah. Let's just look. I want to play with some new stuff. Got a miscut adrenaline rush there. Is that rare? Sell that on the aftermarket there?
I don't think that's how this game works.
Oh. Just been so used to it.
So I can't play this or this. That needs to go back to the rocket stack.
I don't know. Cutting double resources and energy barrier seems like you have to do them both at the same time. We got some big cards here. Big reputation. I definitely cut one adrenaline rush for the pump.
The pumps. Bug seems really good, especially because I have boot camp, which gives all my allies +1 attack.
So, oh yeah, Chris, Orcish Bar. This is your card, man. Combat training. That's not mine. But please do play it on me again.
It's just there for you. There's no one's surprised.
Scarlet Witch is just a giver. I just appreciate that so much. I'm going to do the adrenaline rushes. I'm just going to say it. I'm getting rid of them. I'm going to lean fully into my protection theme.
I love it.
I don't need adrenaline when I've got deft focus.
Well, you also got the thing that... Didn't you get the upgrade that gives you plus attack?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Nope.
What was the 0 cost upgrade you did?
Oh, yeah. That thing?
Yeah.
The little combat one?
Was it combat?
I
should be clear next to your hero.
No, I had it somewhere. I just saw it. Dang it.
She gone.
Where's my hero? Here it is.
He disappeared on you.
Basic defense upgrade.
Okay, so you have +1 defense built in.
+1 defense.
Which makes sense. Yeah, you get the double defense.
You know,
I like it.
And then I'm going to add 1 Dauntless, because I'm never going to take damage, because it's not crossbones. And I'm going to add 1 Hard to Ignore. Or, really, I mean, let's be honest, I should just add 2 Hard to Ignore and skip Dauntless.
Where's
Retaliate 1. I got to have full hit points. I don't play that game. I'm not there.
Well, part of it is you can block twice in a round, right?
Yeah. But you have to, don't you have, oh, it is Retaliate 1 forever. Oh, man.
But it's 1 per player, so putting 1 in.
Well, 1 is, I mean, the card space is hard.
But, yeah, so the fact that you can retaliate 2 minions in the same turn.
That's true. That's true.
Is
Who's
pretty...
going to block minions, though?
Well, you just know, at least with your free block. Anyways, retaliate 1 is good. Also, like, the villain gets tough on the bad cards and then attacks us or something.
I'm with it.
Super sweet.
I'm with it. I'm putting 1 in. Don't worry.
Yo, Sam, when are you guys gonna the new Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh, you mean play? I assume you meant play. The current plan is to play the campaign 2 weeks from now. What characters we end up choosing? Well, we'll see how Steven feels.
Me?
I'm planning on playing Rocket and Groot.
Maybe I should drop these energy barriers. Is somebody saying that in the chat? Yeah, Stalker, I do have energy barriers, but man,
I'm dropping endurance.
You know what? I'm dropping energy barrier because I don't ever take damage.
There it is.
And then I'll put 2 Hard to Ignores in, and I've got the full boat. The decks really come together.
I made some big adjustments. I put in bug.
All right, 3 Hard to Ignores. Let's go. Let's build up.
Jason's saying, I think since Quicksilver wants such a low cost curve, swapping Hard to Ignore for the barriers.
All right, yeah, we did it.
Yeah, I like that.
Nailed it. I've got 2 double resources in. I think that's just the right amount of spice to get myself online.
Did you cut Genius?
I think I did, but that was a long time ago. I haven't had more than 2.
He wasn't a thinking man.
In a while. No, Quicksilver is too fast to think. Just like me in high... Oh, no, here it is. I've got it right here. I had all 3 in.
Enraged?
Should I do Starhawk? Put him back in your hand? I mean, that's pretty good. I'll drop 1 Genius for that.
David says, Zach, do you give Scarlet Witch a hand cannon? I thought about it. Check out this hand cannon. So it's 3 times she gets +2 attack and overkill, which makes her a 3. But I don't know if it's worth the slot.
It's 2 for 6, basically, yeah?
And overkill.
I mean, it's not particularly synergistic with you, is it?
No, it's just the ability to actually get rid of minions.
That's true. Hey, that's pretty true, man. That's pretty true. We would lose...
That's pretty true.
We would lose to a minion swarm currently in our current builds. I can't block all that.
Let me see how many I got.
Let's put those hand cannons in, man. Just one. Just 1 gun. You can be a guardian for a day.
I'm gonna put 2 hand cannons in.
Oh my gosh. What are you cutting?
Nothing. Just trust me.
It's so troubling. It's fine, though. It's fine. I can deal with that. I can cope with that. I've learned how to breathe deeply.
So part of it is I go through my deck very quickly because I have the Sorcerer Supreme, most importantly, though, and Nick Fury, of course, and Ironheart. But Spiritual Meditation. And I discard a lot of cards for a few of my abilities. So like I was at 43 already. So now I'm just at 45, which is makes good plain sense. Nathan, I agree. I'm not going to swing with Scarlet Witch a lot. We'll see. There have been moments where like thwarting doesn't really matter on my thing, and being able to actually punch something would be way more valuable.
And I just got more thwart in the deck, so.
David, Wanda has a gun.
Wanda's got a gun.
Dude. Okay, you ready to get our Zola on? Often regarded as the most challenging villain in the set.
Oh, we'll see about that.
We're on Expert Zola. And let's read the setup here. The Island of Dr. Zola, 1A. Setup, search the encounter deck for Hydro Prison, reveal it.
What happens when it's revealed?
We'll see.
I got you, Terrence. It's a good time to remember, if you're feeling tired, maybe a little too stressed, things seem a little overwhelming, it could be that you're just dehydrated.
1-800 wet brain.
Water, H2O, a miracle actually of the earth. Get this, and we can talk about this a little more later in the show if you'd like, but one of the absolutely unique properties of water is that it gets less dense, less dense as it freezes. And as such, water, unlike anything else, or maybe there's like dark matter or something, will freeze, and the frozen version will actually rise to the top, forming an ice sheet on the top of the water, which would keep the water below it not frozen. One of the key principles of life on this planet is that singular weird thing that H2O does. So just think about that. And while you're thinking about it, drink it in an Nalgene water bottle, 48 ounces, HDPE, 100% food grade plastic. Water your brain, water your life.
I had someone this weekend on our community platform, which will pop now, where we text, genuinely asking if we were sponsored by Nalgene.
Yeah.
Because they just literally like had kept seeing it and like.
Wait, are we not? I've been doing this for nothing?
I'll never tell. Okay, Hydro Prison comes out. Side scheme. Each player searches their deck, discard pile in hand for a hero-specific ally, and places it face down beneath this scheme.
Hey, that's great. It's just Scarlet Witch, right?
Yep. We never want to undo this. And I have Quicksilver.
This is funny.
We're the perfect pair for this. Also, Rocket and Groot would not be affected at all. They're immune to prison, which is great. Place X threat on this scheme where X is the total cost of their allies beneath it. So we're going to put 8 total threat on there. Each player shuffles their deck. Remove the scheme from the game or return each ally beneath. When defeated, we get these allies back, which we'll never do. Plus, this is perfect for the put 4 threat on every scheme.
And so just leave it out there.
If there's no schemes, joke's on you, Zola.
Wow, this is funny.
You can put however many you want on that. We will not touch it, ever. Scheme 1B, the Island of Dr. Zola. Forced response. Who designed this stuff? After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, we're going to put a test counter on this thing, okay?
Step 1 of the villain phase. So after we add threat, we add a test counter.
If there are 3 or more counters here, we're going to discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. Remove the test counters, rinse, repeat.
You're going to be happy you have the guns.
So every third turn, whoever's the first player is going to get a villain or a minion unless something happens. Now, there are cards that add and take away from that. So it's not always just going to be, because if it were odd when you're playing 2 players, then it would be we would each get a minion every other 6 turns or whatever. I actually played this campaign once with 3 people.
You played this game without me?
I did. I told you about it too. And because there were 3 people, anytime the test counters just went at the normal rate, it always went to the same person.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, well, forget that person. Now, important to note, we don't get the upgrade, apparently, if we don't beat the prison.
How do we know that?
Well, we played it before. Henry Critico is saying, my wife and I are trying to beat this scenario ourselves using Aggression Wanda and Protection Pietro. Can't crack it, though. Looking forward to this. All right, Henry, this is for you. We'll show you how another way you might lose at this.
That's right. We also get Zola Stage 2. Comes in with 28 total health. It is literally the number that would make me put one, basically the most number of tokens I could have to manipulate at a time. Thank you, Champions Designs. Retaliate 1. 2 scheme, 2 attack. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for test subject side scheme and put it into play. So don't mind me.
Wait, what's all this?
Well, I'll tell
You're
you
doing
about
all
that
this
in a second.
stuff? Do we get these little creepy looking
We
scarecrow
both
guys?
start with an ultimate bioservant.
Okay.
This also comes into play with 4 threat on it. When defeated, the first player discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard a minion. Reveal that minion.
You're gonna be glad you had those guns.
I'm telling you, Wanda's got a gun. All right, shuffled up. Now let's get Wanda in here. I left last round, or last game, I had 4 damage at the end of the round.
And I had none.
I
So
have
I'm good at this.
the Tactical Scanner. Discard this card from and remove it from the campaign log. Draw 5. I also have the basic Thwart upgrade. So I'm +1 Thwart.
Wait, do you want to have a
And
fancy
+2 hit points.
fancy tactical scan? Oh, I
You
used
used
it.
yours.
Yeah, because we needed it.
Mm-hmm.
I used it at the perfect time, some would say.
Yeah.
We crushed it because of that last time.
Now, does anyone know after which scenario I got this basic Thwart upgrade? Because if I had it last game, then I know I had 4 damage at the end of the round, but I would actually have 2 less damage if that were the case.
We got it.
Did we get it after last session? That's the question.
Yeah, we got it after last session. Yeah, because I didn't have the +1 defense on the last one.
Yeah. And these guys have tough little boogers.
Tough little boogers. Are you here?
Doesn't
These
matter
hurt.
who goes first.
So we're in like a creepy lab now.
I should go first because if I get the +1 attack upgrade, I want to be able to play it on you.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We're at 6.
All right, now I think my plan, keep this, get rid of anything that's not a permanent. I don't need to play endurance yet because that's like to break the game. Preemptive strike, I'll draw into that later. Ready Quicksilver is not bad. Never back down is so good that you almost want to keep it. But it's not that good. Let's face it, I want that battery. I'm keeping my allies though.
This is going to be spicy.
Oof. I might be playing a lot of allies first turn. All right, allies and then cards that don't matter. That I've got to always be running. So I've got 3 to pay for 3 there.
What's Electra's trigger?
Play from your hand, spend a thing, and deal 3 damage to an enemy, which is fairly handy if we can get the tough off here.
Yeah, that's super good. Okay. Well, let's start where the good things start.
That's awesome, Steven Tees. Hey, thanks so much. I hope you guys are doing well. I have my extra cosmic boards and tokens arrived. The quality is consistently great. All ready for my 3-player group here in June in the UK. Thanks so much, Steven. Hey, that's awesome. That's wonderful. Thanks for that purchase.
You ready to party?
Yeah.
I'm going to play Spiritual Meditation. Draw 2, discard 1.
Oh, wait, we get this thing too. Oh,
yeah.
We get this thing. Let's trigger
Yeah,
it real quick.
go ahead. I will...
All right, we're going to discard 2, draw 3 with Pietro, calling on an action, etc.,
it,
etc. Framework of the game.
I'm going to play Nicholas Fury with 2 doubles. Look at that.
Oh, that's what you want.
Heat in the kitchen.
It's the dad.
And then I'm going to trigger my ability. What 2 cards do I definitely not?
I still haven't found that battery on the first turn in a long time. You know how aggravating that is? To not draw the thing that you need.
Super speed?
That's right.
I'll trigger my ability, discard 2, and then draw. Discard those 2 and draw 3. The hits.
I'm going to give you a trick, too. if you want to like nuke the Bioservant with a card from your hand, you should let me do it on my turn. So I can like knock the tough off with a 1 attack, stand up, knock the tough off, stand up. You know the drill.
Okay. We should be able to clear them both this round. I'm mainly looking at making sure that goes away as well.
Yeah,
which we'll get a minion from.
We need to do that.
But that card is not my idea of a good time. Let's recover while we're here. And then
should we go hero here? I mean, what are we looking at? We got to go to 12 here. Just a 12. Scheming for 2, hardly good. Zola.
Yeah, I'm probably going to flip because I have blockers too. And you're a good blocker.
Zola is weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
He's weird. Let's go ahead and flip because I have cards that I want to play. I will play 1, 2, 3. Do that.
I think I can take care of your minion.
Straight up.
Yeah. Let me make sure I can.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Stephen. Ah, yes, the famously underpowered Doctor Strange.
Church. Uh-huh. There's this. So there's that. And this. And then this. Okay. And then this. And then that. Oh, yeah. 1,000 Ways from Sunday, I got that covered. So don't worry about that minion.
Period.
Period. Worry about the one that comes out afterwards.
Right? Well, we have to make some choices. I'm going to pay 3 for a Queen Carrier.
Great choice.
And that is a good choice.
Now, see, that's one of those cards. Your identity has the adventure trait. So your identity is both sides, right?
So you can play it.
You play it on Alter Ego.
That's good to know. Good to know.
But that's like, it's like we don't know if it's real or not. It's like floating out there as an idea that should be true, but I'm not sure that it's actually true. You know, as sometimes happens.
Correct. I don't know if it's true. What I know is...
Verna says you can't, but there will be people in the chat that say you can.
Let's go 1, 2. We're going to play a bug.
That's what I always thought too, but apparently it's... apparently people are saying it's changed, man. You guys got to keep up with this. Where's Hall of Heroes when you need it?
I'm going to thwart for 2. Thwart for 1. Your turn.
Doesn't he stand up or something?
When I make a basic attack, he heals 1.
That's not enough. You need me to do that too?
I wasn't planning on getting rid of that yet.
No, I'm doing it.
Oh,
do you want the minion? Is that okay? I can block that minion.
I'm not going to deal with the minion. I can block the attack from him on Strange. I was basically choosing between Queen Carrier or a little more heat, but I felt like Queen Carrier is going to be the
long term. You're going to draw that and discard the upgrade card,
though.
So.
If you're here, luckily I have 2 upgrades.
I'm here.
Over here.
It's true. Well, let's roll up.
Brandover saying we're still waiting for that new rules reference guide.
Yeah.
I'll keep waiting.
Yeah.
I have tea.
Quicksilver is going to use a basic attack there.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of that. And then stand up per the Quicksilver ability. Do the same thing over there on yours.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to play Electra. And when we do...
You do have a lot of heat in them bones.
We're going to discard a physical resource. Do 3 to yours.
You got it. Those 0-cost allies are crazy.
Then I'm going to swing for 3 here.
Brandover saying, Bog said it to my friend's uncle twice removed. Got him. Just a casual 0 for 12.
Yeah, that's fine. Then...
Oh, Steven's saying Caleb actually put the new rules reference in his Christmas card.
Oh,
Very
very
inventive.
nice. Very nice. Then, as much as it pains me to do it, no, I think this is right. I'll pay 2 to play Starhawk, excuse me. Star Shark. Absolutely
Classic.
hilarious. Then I'll pay 1 for an Always Be Running. We'll do 1 to your Bioservant there.
You going?
And then Starhawk can either kill this Bioservant or remove test subject so we don't get an extra card.
But then we would get another minion.
But we're going to have that anyway. Just a matter of time.
The thing to me is like...
You can't have 4 added to that right now with the flip from the encounter deck. I'll block your minion. 1 port right there.
You going?
Call me old-fashioned.
Let's get a minion.
Yeah, there you go. We're just starting over.
Did it.
It's fine.
All right, end of the round.
Yeah.
Ready, set?
Yeah.
Forget?
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, why are you so good? Lodo Film Stand, I just got home after buying this game. Nice, welcome.
Hey, cool.
All right.
Yeah, welcome to the party.
Step 1, 2 threat on and a counter. You want to put 2 threat on?
Yeah, got you 2 threat.
Then the villain's going to interact with us. So Zola's going to attack me, and I'm going to block with Nick.
Right on.
So it's 2 plus 2, making it 4. Thank you, Nick. Then my minion's going to attack. Anything I retaliate?
No, nothing.
You didn't deal with yours?
Mm-mm. I could either deal with mine or I could clear the thing. I think we can clear the thing. What do you take 1?
Just
right?
take 1.
Yeah, just 1.
He's plus 1 for each attachment, so they can get Sharky. Then Zola's attacking you.
All right, 2. I'm currently a 1 defense, 2 defense. I'll take a swing here. Let's play Desperate Defense.
4.
Let's play Desperate Defense with a Desperate Defense.
Okay.
I'm at 4, and if no damage, I'll stand right up.
All right, he's at 2 plus 1, no damage.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I can. No damage, yep. So I'll stand up.
Yeah, so you could have also done the guaranteed response, but you didn't, which is great because you didn't need it.
Oh, no, wait. No, yeah, that's what I do, right? Wait.
I don't think so.
Isn't there something...
Oh, so you can block him for free now.
And then I stand up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So now you use your free block there, which is better.
Sure, I'll do that. Stand that up.
Great. Then we get our bad cards. Starting with me.
Only 1.
Zola's Mutate. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until attack attachment is discarded. Attach that to Zola's Mutate. So let's get a tech. Pain inhibitors. Attach to the minion with the most. Well, it attaches here. Doesn't matter. Plus 2 hit points, retaliate 1. So he's a 7 with retaliate 1. Good thing I brought guns.
Excuse me. A 7 with retaliate 1. What is that?
Excuse me.
Under fire. Surge. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Take 2. It takes 2. Energy shield. It takes in some concussion blasters.
All right.
Wow.
We got to deal with some stuff.
They got better.
This is for you.
Okay.
I'm going to go into question action. Spiritual meditation, draw 2, discard 1.
I'm about to discard Serval Industries.
I'm about to dunk on this guy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Full dunk?
A full dunkaroo.
Geordie style?
Then we're going to play another one.
Would you say that this guy could take 2 damage and it'd be good?
I might have a way to just fully dunk.
Complete dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let me see if I can dunk.
This guy's got retaliate 2 right now.
It's not good.
I'm just not going to attack him.
Well, I mean,
That's my plan.
I might be able to help us out.
Oh, retaliate 3. That's right. Zola's got retaliate.
We got to deal with it.
Yeah, don't touch. Don't touch Zola.
Not yet. You're first.
Yeah.
Do you want me to see if I can dunk on this guy?
I mean, yeah, you gotta find out, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Hmm. I'm gonna play a molecular decay. And what's the resource pairing that I need? So I'm gonna keep
I love
this.
that card.
I'm gonna pay 3. So it's doing 5, and then discard the top 2 cards in counter deck, deal an extra damage for each one this way. So if I can do 7, he doesn't retaliate me, which is what I want. So it's 5. I'm gonna discard a 0 and a 3. I'll let that happen. So I'm doing 8 to him. He's gonna go away.
That's awesome. Man, what a good card.
And then I'm gonna use my wild and a mental to get rid of this one.
Oh, very cool. Good for you. You got rid of a Hex Bolt. Really quite a sacrifice.
You just got to do it. Then would me knocking this tough off?
It would be everything.
Be great.
Yeah.
So I'll just go. Well, you actually have to go first.
Me?
You're the first player. I was just playing an event.
Oh, right. Oh, wow. You got all over that thing.
It was to make sure I could actually take it.
Well, that changes everything. Actually, it doesn't at all, does it? Quicksilver's going to knock the tough off over there and stand up. And then Quicksilver's going to dunk here.
Yeah, I can always just thwart, which is the better use of my time.
Well, I'm going to give you something to do. Or maybe not. I'm going to build. I'm building, okay? I'm building.
We're in a fine spot.
Working on a gravity build. All right, here's what I'm going to do. It's fancy and it's not necessarily right. I'm actually going to do 3 over there to your minion.
Okay, great. Also, technically, me punching for 1 also heals bug. So I can either remove 2 threat or do a damage and remove a threat. Or just let bug hang out until I get my guns.
All right, here again. This isn't right, but look at what's possible. Starhawk's going to attack that minion, die, go back to hand, and then I'm going to ditch Starhawk to play on Flappable, which is a key upgrade for me. And I'm ditching Serval Industries because that's a waste of a card, and playing Hard to Ignore because I want to play with the new cards.
No, I think that's great.
Yeah, so you got to build. You know, you're Quicksilver defense. You got to build.
And you dunk this.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, so that's totally fine. I get the same value out regardless of which choice it was. It was just flexible for me. So I declare I'm going to thwart here. Just
Boom.
Keep that clear.
Boom.
Now I might go down.
Whoa.
I have a blocker for you if you need it.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I got blocks in different area codes, man.
But let him scheme a little bit, and then I can build better, and then come back around and do my dance. Because he's at 0 out of 12, so it's fine. So I'm going to flip down and pass.
Should I flip down? We could get our sweet abilities going.
Let's see. It's going to be 2, and he's at 2, so even at +2 each, it's still not.
Yeah, well, let's put the goalposts. Let's never use our abilities together. Now you're going to be the first player next time. Now, if I was going to be the first, I feel like we're off sequence here. You know,
we are a little bit off sequence. Yeah.
I'm going to flip down then.
I like it. I mean, if he gets a, I get to scheme. Let's see how many advances are over here in the discard pile. 1, 2.
Yeah, no chance.
Low odds.
There's no chance.
Yeah. Well, let's see how much this hurts. Upside is we both get an extra card this round. 2 cards because we're in alter ego.
Because we're in alter ego. We got to go together, yeah.
We'll see. Nah, I'm glad I have a lot of resources coming into this turn.
Oh, here we go. Man, this is it's just the best decision we've made all stream. The history of streams. This is
there
the best.
was.
I mean,
all right,
getting friction resistance.
Give me the balloons. Give me the confetti.
Dun, dun,
it would
dun,
be
dun.
awesome if we did have the ability to hit a button and then confetti and balloons happened. Like literally.
You talked to finance about that one.
The main financial cost is the cleanup.
That's true.
Every time.
It
would be ridiculously funny. Anyways.
Hold on, there were some chats coming through here. Tom is asking, is it easier or harder playing on stream? You have 260 people watching your every move.
There's actually more because that's probably just YouTube. But
Hi, everybody.
I think
everybody disappears, honestly.
It's actually mostly helpful because we catch things. Now, I will say I would bet most people who are watching or just
Here's the bet.
playing not on stream are making a handful of rules issues most games. Like I know people like when you're watching a 4-hour stream of ours, there's going to be 3 or 4 times where like we forgot that thing or whatever. But like I would bet the vast majority of games have issues they don't realize, and I'm super happy that we have the stream watching to catch that stuff.
To catch it, yeah.
On the flip side, I do think it's not that it's harder, it does take more energy.
Yeah, it does.
Like
it does.
If we were just hanging out,
I've got to
playing,
try to be like interesting or charming, which in my normal life, that's non-existent. I'm all just flat notes.
that's how I would describe Steven. All flat
He
notes.
plays in bass.
But like, I think it's just an energy thing because you have to be aware of like how you're presenting and what you're saying and like what you're reading and like interacting with people, and you're trying to also like when Steve and I are just playing, there's a lot of shorthand in terms of like we both know what's going on, so you just groove.
And Doc's constantly cursing.
Yeah, always like a sailor.
It's almost every word. I mean, I can't even understand a lot of times what he's trying to communicate because it's just so vulgar.
You can imagine.
It's crazy. Yeah. Liam said, what's up, guys? Happy Easter. Happy Easter, Liam. Bobby said, thanks for the Ashes surprise on Saturday. Yeah, all the Ashes Reborn stuff. So we turned that around. Everybody here was working on that, and we got it done.
Shout out to
the day that it showed up.
The
We
whole
got them
team.
all turned around.
That's it.
It was amazing.
Honestly, it's a miracle.
Hard work and planning. That's not how you spell miracle.
Even with hard work and planning, it's like the reality that it all got out the door the same day we got it is like the math doesn't check out. You know what I mean?
It does when I'm involved, Zach.
That's right. You and your
I
shades.
am the math. No, yeah, everybody did a phenomenal job.
It was
Everybody's
awesome.
working really hard.
Yeah, just
hustling.
grooving. And I'm super happy everyone's finally got those because it was weighing on us, honestly.
Yeah.
Just waiting and waiting and waiting. So
Freight companies, man.
also, it's super cool. Last week, between Guardians of the Galaxy and Ashes, the number of people that are reporting getting the shipments 1 to 2 days after we ship it is high.
So we're back. We could be back to normal USPS function. Where's Alex Becker when we need him?
Most Champions players I saw posting had it by Friday, which I was very happy about because there was a while there around the holidays and vaccine initial rolling out and all that where it was like 3 to 7 days for most people.
Yep.
But we really can't ship it earlier just in case it actually ships on time.
We should do the podcast on release dates this week
Okay.
because
Heard it
it's
here first.
such a waste of time for these kinds of games.
Okay, I'm excited. That's a good take.
Right?
That's a hot
I
take.
mean, where does it even come from? I mean, it's
Where
like,
does it go?
okay, if you want to have a competitive environment where only certain cards can be used at certain dates, fine. You got your pre-releases and
But like
whatnot.
Marvel Champions, why does it matter?
I don't know because some of the world has these products 6 years before I see them.
Yeah. Well, I
So-
remember seeing those show up in like Australia and the UK, like
Yeah.
God only knows.
So what are we trying to coordinate here?
Yeah. Now,
Some grand
I
party?
think there are good reasons for it, which we'll get to.
Okay.
I'm
We'll
happy.
talk about it on the
Tune in
cast.
this week on the Covenant Cast.
Talk about it on the cast. And then somebody here saying, Jason Dower, hey, thanks, Jason, said, finally caught up on Champions, subscribe to everything. Arkham is next. Are we open up subs soon? So, Jason, currently Arkham is in a glut of supply. So basically what happened was
Is glut the right word?
maybe the opposite of that.
Isn't glut a lot?
Yeah, maybe.
Like we have a glut, like gluttony. Isn't it related to gluttony?
Yeah, you're right.
We have an
you're right.
abundance of, like we have a
lack
glut
of
of snacks. It's
An
like, well, we don't.
unglut.
There's none snacks
A
here.
void, an absence. So a glut of problems. So Arkham,
There it is. That's
all of the cycle gets printed all at once, and then demand for the game is way higher than I guess they thought.
As far as we know, it gets printed at once. That's what they used to say. But like they recently, it's crazy.
I don't know what's going on.
There was supposed to be a pack out the first week of April
It's
that we got
truly
allocated
insane.
on, I think. And then it got booted back to the middle of April. And then a week went by, and then it was like, actually, we're going to boot this back to the middle of May, which is crazy. Because for a long time, and it was actually the silver lining in this whole process. For a long time, they switched LCG releases seemingly to like the first week of the month.
Yeah.
And they were routinely hitting that.
Yeah.
Like
It was awesome.
weirdly in all of 2020.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
It was like, oh, okay, well, it comes out and it just happens. And then 2021 hit and things just haven't been the same.
It's been wild. But anyway, Jason, long story short, those are out of stock because there is not any supply. We're currently getting allocated on everything Arkham on the Mythos pack side for Innsmouth. which was kind of expected after the first announcement where it's like all of the Innsmouth packs we don't have enough of, period. We're waiting on a second wave of those products, and then assuming that all stabilizes, open the subs back up, and we're off to the races. All right.
All that to say, no, it's not that much harder to play on camera. It's actually helpful.
It is helpful.
All right, it's Zola time.
Bad
He gets another counter and 2 more threat.
Yeah, I got the threat here.
And then we'll see if he can get to the moon or not.
All right.
Right up there with my AMC.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's scheming against you.
Yeah,
2 plus 2, that's 4.
That's a good start.
Then he's scheming against me. 2 plus 0.
That's
Ha!
Cool.
And then we get our bad cards. 1 bad card. Man, I'll tell you what, it's like dropping the weight vest after playing heroic for so long.
Under attack, each player chooses to either place 2 threat here or deal 3 damage to their hero. It comes in with 3.
Well, my hero's not in play.
Yeah, me neither. So I'm choosing that.
Can I choose that and not take damage? How does that work?
Most FFG games you can, but I feel like in this one it's different.
So I will either put 2 there or...
You can choose the option. It doesn't mean that you have to know how it resolves.
If I can choose the deal 3 and not take damage, I'll choose that, of course. But if not, I'll end up putting 2. We'll see what chat says. This is one of those moments where, like, if Steve and I were playing, we just have to either make a call or look in the rule book, which is not fun.
Have to choose the one that you can. Yeah, so threat for both.
Okay, well, we'll put threat on.
That's not usually how choices work. When, you know, how often are you making a choice that you know the result of, and therefore you can't choose it because it won't affect you?
I might take the damage. Because we have to...
You're not a hero.
Oh,
you don't even have a choice.
Son of a monkey. Yeah. All right, mine. Power Gauntlets. After the attached villain attacks and damages you, discard a card from your hand. Spend a mental and a physical to discard this.
Fine. Okay, that's fine.
End of the round. Back to us.
Won't attack me.
That was it. All right, now it's time for us to bring the pain.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my ability first and foremost. So discard 2. And then draw 3. Let's do that. Let me make sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Discard 2, draw 3. Are you going to discard 2, draw 3?
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, I don't need to. I mean, I guess I could.
Okay.
I should while I'm here, just to make it feel right. All right, discard 2, draw 3. Everybody wants one more card.
Let's have some fun, shan't we? I mean, I guess I'll do this.
Down to business.
I'm going to pay 1 for Agatha Harkness. I'm going to use her. So it was so worth going down. I got to look at the top 3, add 1 to my hand, put the rest on the bottom. That one. Yeah.
I think I've got the turn here.
I'm going to put a boot camp in my hand.
Boot camp?
You ready for this? Crazy Towns?
Yeah.
Let's flip to Scarlet Witch.
I like that Northern Lights.
Let's play Chaos Magic. Play a card from my hand, ignoring all costs. So I'll play a boot camp for free.
Oh, come on.
And I'll discard the top 3 cards in the encounter deck.
How do you print that card? I need a here. Yeah, it's in my head now, Northern Light.
It's got the classic word that we always say you got to watch out for. Well, let me find it real quick. It doesn't say free, actually. But it does say ignore its resource cost.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a problem.
Basically free.
Not very chaotic at all, if you ask me.
And then...
Very controlled. It'd be one thing if you played it, and then you shuffled, and the card you ripped was played for free. That seems more chaotic, doesn't it?
You know what?
I'm not a designer.
Applying as a designer?
I'm not a designer.
Let's play a Sorcery Supreme with my Genius, because I'm a Genius Sorcerer. Now my hand size is 6, even when I'm in Party Town. Let's play Shang-Chi, generating a lightning, so we will stun the enemy.
Hey, good. That enemy is like still pretty crazy.
Yeah. Then it's time to get to work. So I will...
You got like retaliate in different areas.
Thwart for 3.
Right.
This is my job. Let's thwart for 2. And then I will pass to you.
That's your job? You left it with 8?
Well, he's not scheming.
I'll show you what I can do.
Does it feel like the Fury of 1,000 Suns has been unleashed?
Oh, yeah. You want me to open that?
I got it. You take your turn. I'm going to go get some water.
And that's right, Northern Lights. Got me. All right, so this is a thing now. Check this out. I think, now I haven't, you know, sometimes you get a champion's hand and you're like, I haven't fully calculated it, but I'm pretty certain that it's going to work out perfectly. So we're going to start trying it. So we're going to discard that maximum velocity for a deft focus. And this is all, see, this is all about building. I'm just building here. All these cards are great, like maximum velocity, great card, but it's not for now. That's a card for later. So deft focus. Then I'm going to use deft focus and spend energy, double, to play friction resistance, the card for Quicksilver. Then I'm going to stand on up. Oh, I got to do all this. I got to stand up before deft, but you get me. It doesn't much matter. Then we're going to use friction resistance and a resource to play enhanced reflex for +1 defense. Then we're going to thwart for 1 off of under attack, stand up, stand friction resistance, use friction resistance, play electrostatic armor. Thwart for 1, drop this out of the game. My gosh, that was beautiful. That turn is why I play this game. I just want to be efficient. So I end the turn. I've got an accelerated reflex, so I'm currently at 3 defense, courtesy of my basic defense upgrade. I'll stack these together. I draw a card when I successfully defend and take no damage. When I take no damage, I also remove a threat. And after I defend, I deal 1 to the attacking character. So electrostatic armor plus dauntless or undaunting or undauntable, whatever that card is, retaliate 1. That's going to be good. 2 damage every time. Man, this is going to get good. I love this game now. Now that I've got friction resistance out, it's over. It's all over. That's what I'm saying. The deck is built to run on friction resistance. It's over. Start readying Zach's cards here. Go and take a shower or something. Dauntless. Thank you, Northern Lights. That's correct. All right, looking good. So we got the villain stunned. I think Zach and I are both built exceedingly well. That boot camp is pretty phenomenal. No side schemes out. 8 on the main is fine. We're about to get a minion. And we got a few upgrades to worry about, but with the villain being stunned, it's not terribly scary. Hey, I got friction resistance out. I got deft focus out. I played electrostatic armor. And I also played accelerated reflex for +1 defense.
Great. So we're really just setting it
And
up.
I removed the side scheme.
Great.
Yeah, so basically I did a lot more than you.
True? Not true?
Anyway, no. We're all fine. We're friends. We're working together.
Remember when I removed 7 from that thing?
You know, it's a
Okay.
distant memory.
Anyways, end of round?
Yeah, and Ron, I readied your stuff there.
Thank you. Draw 6 now because I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Double hard to ignore in hand. Let's go. And an armored vest. Let's go. It's about to get crazy.
I'm about to protect everyone.
We must protect this house.
All right. Counter goes on. Well, first 2 threat, then counter, and then it says
You get one, right?
I'm first player. Yep.
Yeah.
So discard from the top until I get a minion. Berserk mutate top. Quick strike. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Wow. Ouch.
It doesn't have a boost, so that's fine. It's just a 0 or 2 damage with 3 health at this point.
Hardly notable.
Not even a problem. And then we get old Zola Town. So he's attacking me first.
Stunned.
He's stunned. Yeah, I did that. Built this city. Then he's attacking you.
Yeah.
After he attacks and damages you, you have to discard a card from your hand, so don't get touched.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try. I mean, I don't have any of my fancy cards here. I got my buildy cards. But you've got to discard the thing and draw a new boost card.
Yep.
So I need to hit a 1 or less on his thing. So I'm going to defend, then I'm going to stand courtesy of Quicksilver's power. That happens at the end. But
And what's your stat?
I'm currently at a 3.
All
3
right,
to a
he's
2.
2 plus 2. So I'll
Oh,
trigger
no, wait,
my...
hold on.
What?
Concussion blasters.
He's got retaliate. Oh, he's at
plus
3.
1. Hold on, maybe I don't even block this. I might send Electra at this. Because this is too much. I can't discard a card.
Can't
from
lose a
my
card.
hand. I can't lose a card.
That's literally 20% of your hand. Too much.
All right. As much as I would love for this to not be the case, I'm going to have to ditch Electra to this.
You don't have any events in your hand to make this.
None. I have all of the build cards in my hand.
Okay, well, that's a certain kind of silver lining.
Yeah, that's right.
3 plus a boost of +2. Heard it here first.
Dead.
He gone.
And then this thing attacked you?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to block that
Yeah,
for
I
free?
can block that for free. Now that's smart.
Yep. Do you have any triggers off of that?
Quicksilver blocks Berserk Mutate. After I defend, deal 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
After I defend, I can remove a threat from the main scheme.
Okay.
After I defend and take no damage, I'll draw a card.
Like it was built for it.
And there's Dauntless.
What's Dauntless do?
Dauntless is the one where they take a damage. So I'll be doing 2 damage to everything I defend moving forward. We're getting ready to go,
He's a
baby.
monster now.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then we get our bag cards. And then you're ready, actually. Ooh, look at that. Berserker Mutate. Give me more.
Oh, no. Wait, can I block a Quick Strike?
You can, but then you're exhausted.
It must be exhausting. I don't really need to do anything with said exhaustion, you know?
Oh, well, it's worth 2 of whatever you're doing next round.
Oh, I got friction resistance too. I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't mess with that. And then me, Berserk Mutate. I'll take 2 as well.
Call me in the morning.
These guys came out of nowhere.
They literally, it was the gang, the Berserker gang.
Yeah. Okay. Back to us.
Yeah, the first player token is going to pass to you after I clip back in. This is for you.
Okay, so friction. So that's for 2. Okay. 2 damage to an enemy, 2 damage to an enemy. How are you looking on threat management there?
Medium.
Can it be managed?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
All right, I've got some things here. Oh my gosh, are any of these superpowers? They are not. Huh. Well, would you look at
Can
that?
it be managed?
All right, let's run down the line here. I think this is my best play.
Nathan says you need your rocket launchers right now. I do need my rocket launchers. Where are they? I'm almost out of my deck. They're waiting in the bottom for me. I think I discarded 1 earlier.
All right. Friction resistance.
Yeah, there is still 1 left.
Playing an armored vest. I'm currently at +3 defense.
You'd love to see it.
I'm going to make a stack here of things that are worth remembering. Okay. Then we're going to attack here, do 1. Stand up, stand friction resistance.
Craziest deal in town.
It's a deal. We're going to do that. We're going to roll into Dauntless. It's going to do 1 damage every time I don't take... I know, while my hero's remaining things are greater, so I need to heal.
What's
So
your,
I'm not going to play this yet.
What's your plus hit points from the defense?
Oh,
one?
right. It's +3. So I'm in. I'm in the pocket. Courtesy of my basic defense upgrade. Then...
Yeah, you're just setting up and knocking these mutates down.
Set them up, knock them down. I'm going to do 1 to this Berserk Mutate.
Okay.
Put 1 on that if you like. Then we're going to pay 1 with a hard to ignore to play a hard to ignore.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to play a double resource to play double time. Deal 2 damage there, 2 damage there.
Get out of town.
Because I'm your friend.
Wow. And you're going to be monstrous now. Because you also move 2 threat every time?
Yes.
You just want to go ahead and scoop this up?
I mean, let's just go home.
Also, how much...
Zelda got dunked on. We're like the 97 Bulls, man. I'm
That's-
Scottie Pippen. For
That's
sure.
a good year to pick. They're
I love
very
Scotty.
mature.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so I guess I get to go. Let's see.
Is this deft focus hand symbol? Is that the rock on symbol?
No, he's doing this. Isn't that like the...
I don't know. I don't want to do hand symbols on stream. You know, you never know what you're doing.
Yeah, could...
Oh, well, you know, that's the symbol for hating
Who knows
X,
what.
Y, and Z. It's like, oh.
All right, he's got a lot of retaliate going on.
That's not what I'm into.
Mental and physical to get rid of the one that's really bad. I could do that.
Oh, these don't exhaust, so that's what I'll do. I'll put all my non-exhausties down here.
All right, let's pay for an Avengers Mansion.
Oh man, see you're
mansion.
you're building old school value over there.
Just the value town.
I'm over here on one cost curve.
Then I'm gonna spend 2, and I'm gonna play Scarlet Witch's Crest.
I love that crest. That's so good for us.
It is the train that starts this thing going. I'll remove 3 here. I'll remove 2 more here.
You want to kill this guy? Is that more interesting to you, or perhaps not?
Well, I figure you block and you take him out, right?
Good thinking. It's good thinking.
I'm a value player. Then I'm gonna stay here 1 more round so I can clean that up.
Yeah. And then we're off to the races.
Yeah.
Then it's time to start punching.
Well, and you're gonna clean it up too with a little bit of your blocky block.
I'm gonna be cleaning up a lot of things.
All right, let's just make it happen.
Everything stands up.
Look at my build.
Ooh, 1 card left in deck. I did that on purpose.
I'm gonna get a free card.
I was counting cards the whole time, and I knew,
There it was.
If I use that ability once, then
if we win this game, it's gonna be because of your awareness.
We were all aware that's what was happening, weren't we? These are good cards. He has good cards. I found that the secret to being good at this.
Play heroes with good cards.
Heroes with the good cards are definitely at
What's
advantage.
crazy to me is my assets that are in play. I have 15 cost worth of assets down here.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Through my 1 run through the deck. That feels pretty good.
That's incredible.
All right. There's my gun.
I've got 12. Look out. Now it's about to get crazy.
Yeah. Especially because, like, yeah, it's going to be Wildcats. All right, 2 go on and a test counter.
2 and a test.
You got the 2?
I got the 2. We'll give him some dynamite.
Then he's attacking you.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a 2 attack, +1, so a 3 attack to my 4.
And if he deals damage, watch out.
All right. Let's defend it.
Okay.
Flip that boost card.
2, 3, 0. Deal 1 damage to each character you control.
Me?
Yeah.
Stand up for my thing. Deal 1 damage.
But you don't take any from the actual attack.
I don't. So, and I'm still above my basic defense upgrade, so I'm evened out. So Dauntless, he takes 1. Electrostatic, he takes 1.
Boom. We're first villain damage.
I didn't take any damage from the attack, so I draw 1. It's going to give me a free card.
There's your bonus.
Thank you. Hit the bonus jackpot. Hard to ignore, double exhaust to prevent 2. Remove 2 from the thing.
Now, technically, you don't have to draw the card from Unflappable if you don't want the encounter card this round.
That's true. Maybe I shouldn't.
That's up to you. The value of a card versus an encounter card this particular round, don't know.
Let's think about that for a second.
I'm here for it. Bug only heals when I do a basic attack.
I take the card. I'll take the card. Berserk Mutate coming at me. I think it's block and kill.
Yep.
But then if we get a bunch of attacky cards, I'm down. But you've got 2 allies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we should be fine. I'll block it.
It would have to get real weird.
2 back to him.
Anything else trigger off of you blocking without taking damage?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it for now.
Back cards? Starting with you.
You got an extra one too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that actually is notable. Shadows of the Past. Oh, wait, I don't get to go down, do I?
Mm-mm.
You gonna do that? Yeah, order in chaos.
I don't have it.
Come on, man. All right. Here we go. Shadows of the Past. Put that in, and then what happens? We put the minion and the side scheme in.
Yep. Jansen, I've been watching you guys play Ashes for the past few days. Can't wait to keep up with all the great content. Welcome.
Insight 1.
Okay. That could be way worse.
And the villain is not too bad either. Avalanche. Insight 2.
But he does have the dumb card that kept dunking on me.
Yes, all 3 of those are going in now.
Earthquake? Oh,
Yep.
yes.
And then each player must choose
pain.
to either take 2 indirect damage or exhaust their identity. I will choose to exhaust my identity. Technically,
Cool.
I can't do that, right? Did we decide that?
I don't know.
But isn't it true that on the alter ego one, can you choose? I can't remember. They say we have to choose something that hurts us. But so I take 2 indirect.
Yeah. Neurological implants attached to the minion with the most remaining hit points.
Avalanche.
Plus 2 hit points, plus 2 attack, plus 2 scheme.
Yikes.
Zola's mutate. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a tech attachment is revealed. Come on, give me those earthquakes. There's one of them. Oh, let's go. 2 of them. Those earthquakes are gone.
That's good.
Maybe the
there
whole
might not be
deck's
any
gone.
left, yeah. Then attachment? Experiment?
Tech. It's got to be a
Tech?
tech attachment. Last card in the deck.
Oh, come on. We almost got out of there scot-free. What's that do? Defensive programming, plus 2 hit points and guard?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, hold on a second.
Is that an extra card you have there? Should you have done that first?
Hold on just a second. That is an extra card, yes. I should have done that. I'm going to reverse a lot of things.
I took 2 damage. What's up? Do you have a cancel?
Yeah, no, sidestep. I'm going to use friction resistance on this, and it says when you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage. That applies to the indirect too, yeah? This thing? Although it says defense, I mean, it would have to be defending? Isn't that how that works now?
I have no idea now.
Guys, can I sidestep Avalanche's when revealed effect? Somebody help me.
Blank Sand sidestep's a defense card.
Okay, so you got to be defending to do it? Yeah. All right.
The Real Cheeky saying, I've also loved your Marvel and Arkham content. Just caught up on a Skytear playthrough. Consequently, bought the core bundle this weekend. Awesome. That's a phenomenal game.
When revealed, deal 1 damage to each friendly character.
People saying you have to
put that in there.
You have to be defending.
Yeah, I remember they changed how that worked. Yeah.
All right. Not so bad.
It's doing a good job, though.
Back to us.
It's doing a real good job. You take that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see what we're cooking with here.
Gas.
Need some heat.
So I can swing or thwart for 4 on my turn. 5 technically. I can also work in some stun if we're interested in that.
Okay. Let me see. I have some chaos to make happen.
Yeah, see what happens.
I'm going to play a Hex Bolt. So discard 3 and then choose.
Who are you doing? Who are you choosing?
I discard 3 and then choose. We realized that last time.
No, you don't. For real?
Yeah. So I got a 0, a 1, and a 2, and I have my crest. So I can do 2, remove 2 threat, and draw a card. That sounds great. All of these things sound great.
If you do 2 to Avalanche, I can kill him.
Okay. We'll do 2 to Avalanche.
Okay.
I will go ahead and remove 2 threat here, and then I'll draw a card. Seems like a fine exchange for me. Oh, let's draw a card with my mansion.
Oh, all your allies have +1 attack? Oh my gosh.
They sure do. They sure do.
We're getting injured though. Look at us. We've got.
Let's pay 2 for an Iron Heart.
Oh, hold on. Was Concussive Blast all friendly characters? That can be really bad for us.
It says all of your friendly characters.
I think it does, right? I read it. I thought that's what it said. Maybe not. That would make it way better. Each friendly character. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character.
Mine included.
Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble.
That's fine.
And Scarlet Witch takes 1 too, unless that would kill you. And we'll just won't reverse it, yeah. Thank you, Lefty. That's exactly what we're talking about. Now we're getting dunked on. It's a good back and forth dunk. Back and forth dunk.
The best kind of dunk. There it is. I'm gonna pay 3 for a molecular decay.
Oh.
Go the top 2.
Who's your target?
This
You
guy.
have to choose?
Yeah. So it's 8 damage total.
Man, you are wrecking those guys.
She's ready for the party. So I technically have a 2 damage attack here that I don't want to do there because of all the
Yeah,
retaliate.
you can put it here for sure.
2 there.
I'll spend the rest on thwart.
Yeah, we'll go 2 there.
He doesn't have like retaliate, does he?
Then
I'm late to the party with you. I don't even
let's
know
remove
you.
here because I have to.
Into the moon, I didn't will.
And then
We're
I'm
have
gonna
to get
go
rid of
down
these stupid
because
attachments.
I got a problem.
Yeah,
So we're gonna go down.
I got a fever.
And then I'll go ahead and use Agatha.
I got more of those buildy cards. You done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, let's deft focus for an always be running. Wait, when I'm ready, no, I need to use that friction resistance first. Not yet. If I use that on the always be running, then I can do it. So I'll friction resistance, always be running, stand.
Boom.
We're back, baby. Then I'll do, we think thwarting is probably, good question. I can do them both. Oof.
A pinch of thwart is good.
Just a pinch of thwart. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Friction resistance, deft focus. I should probably do this first. What I mean is, pay 2 for Ironheart. Oh, you got your Ironheart out already.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. That's why I can't do it. Pay 2 for Reinforced Sinew. -1/-1. Swing. 2. Avalanche. Dead. Stand. Stand friction resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Put this in my stack. Stacks on stacks. What's that from? Stacks on stacks?
I don't know. We say it a lot though.
Yeah. Then pay an Ironheart and a friction resistance for hyper perception +1 thwart.
Wow.
He could go all the way.
Nailed it.
Remove 2 threat from the island. I'm in kind of dangerous territory here. 6 of
Well, you're so good at defense though. You get 2 blocks and I have a
12.
blocker for
I've
you.
got 6 damage left. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna pay 1 for a speed cyclone to stun Zola.
You're more than good. All right, my goal is to heal up a little bit and try to get rid of some of these so we can actually start winning the game.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I think I'm basically I'm reading like a novel over here. I've created a new character.
Playing Middle Earth over there?
Yeah, right? You need to get your fancy upgrades on the screen. See, look at mine. They're all on the screen there.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah. Now everybody knows how cool you are. Look at how much value is on the table.
All of the value.
Now they know we're elite players.
I'm going to have a hilarious next turn. Also, how does another +1 attack sound?
No, it sounds great. It's about to go crazy. All right, everything ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm building a pyramid, guys. Building a pyramid.
All right. 3 threat actually goes on because we got that acceleration counter plus a test counter. Just go ahead and load this up. Then
Gosh, what a good hand.
Zola's going to scheme against me for 2. Plus he gets a tough status token. So 2 more on there. Then he's going to try to attack you, but he's stunned.
That's right.
Then we get our back cards.
You fool.
Lie, you fools. Test subjects. When defeated, the first player discard cards from the top of the card deck until a minion is revealed. Comes in with 4 threat.
Boy, they just keep spitting them out, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Never a break. Berserk Mutate, you're getting blocked. Quick Strike. Not going to take 2. Instead, I'm only going to do 1 back because I'm no longer at my health goals. Which is unfortunate.
Been eating too many Oreos.
That's right. But I'm going to unflappable the draw. And then I'm going to hard to ignore to remove 2 threat.
Nice. And then you get ready.
And then I'm going to ready.
It's good.
That's
It's
right,
good.
That's right, it is.
All right, end of turn.
End of turn.
This is for you.
Thanks.
I'm just going to go ahead and Agatha, because we can. Then I'm going to spiritual meditation, because we can.
You can't play that combat training on me, can you?
Not yet.
That's a bummer. I'm going to do all my stuff, and then you get to play the combat training.
Sometimes. It's just what happens.
What makes a man Lebowski? All right, well, we're going to use friction resistance to play our 3rd. Hard to ignore. Can't ignore this. I'm right in front of you. Okay. I shouldn't do that yet. I was getting ahead of myself. Are you done? You fiddling over there?
It's your turn. I was just doing the stuff I could definitely do.
What's most important to us here?
Winning.
I agree.
Glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, I agree. Just got to think about how to win. You know?
Damage?
Damage. Nice. Okay. You know, I hadn't thought about that.
It's crazy, I know. I mean, we definitely have to get rid of this before we start wailing on them.
Mm-hmm. It's a double lightning bolt there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. You got that Quinn carrier.
I do.
Yeah. And I got preemptive strikes, but I don't want to.
I could probably get rid of that on my turn. But that's a problem, of course.
If you can get rid of it on your next turn, going first, then I can do clean up there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So maximum velocity is probably going to be.
And don't really waste your time with that guy.
You don't think so? Okay. If that's the case, then I've got a great play. Depth focus, friction resistance for maximum velocity, +2 to everything until end of the round.
Oh, yeah, you just go to thwarts down here.
4 off. Stand friction resistance.
It's actually a fine time to get rid of that, too.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Let's do it
4.
here.
Yeah.
As well. Let's do the 4 there first.
Yeah.
And see what the minion is. Oh, really? We get any?
Bioservant. He's tough.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I might just nuke this guy, or 4 off the main is hard to ignore.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Let's do 4 off the main.
I think I can do some work, some help in here. These helping hands. What up, Dr. Embersfield? I'll try to answer that in a little bit.
That's hilarious. I mean, we could clear it out. That's the thing. Like, I could clear that puppy out right now.
Do you have an always
I
be
could
running?
remove 4. I don't. But I could remove 4. Or I can kill the Berserk Mutate and remove 2. If you don't want to waste time on it.
Well,
Well,
I mean, that's fine.
or I can knock the tough off and then kill the Bioservant, which is pretty good.
Would a card help you out tremendously?
Not tremendously, no.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
I
draw a
wouldn't
card.
worry about it. I've got choices to make here, though. think the choice is double time. I think. Now here's the other thing. Are you going to go up to hero mode?
Mm-hmm. Or I could stay if you clear it completely.
That's looking good.
Then we could have a build a turn.
Yeah, because I've got a 0 here and a 1 schemer here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. Let's do that. As much as I hate it. I'm going to roll down. I'll heal. That'll turn Dauntless back on. And then we'll have a turn where we can just go for it.
And if I stay, I'll get extra cards this turn from my ability.
True. True.
And you'll get the cards when you go down, if you have the cards to discard.
Oh, that's true. So I won't play this yet. I'll wait and see. That makes more sense. All right, so let's do pay 2 for a double time. And we're going to remove 2 threat from a scheme twice.
Okay, I dig it.
Double time. We're going to roll down. Discard 2 to draw 3 is interesting. Oh, I can do, that's why, because I can use friction resistance rather than one of these.
I'll go ahead and trigger that as well.
I want a third hard to ignore just for the feeling of it, you know? But I probably should save it for Starhawk. I don't know, you know, maybe not. Sorry, Starhawk. You're done. 2 to draw 3. Your Ironheart's still around?
Yes, but she'll go away if you wanted to.
Yeah, but not in my turn, huh?
That is correct.
I don't think we can both be playing Our Heart.
Ironheart? She normally goes away after one turn, though.
Yeah. You got that boot camp. No, that's not the problem.
That doesn't
What is the problem?
I just didn't need to block anything because you're blocking too well.
This would be a great hand if you didn't have Ironheart out. Double resource, Ironheart.
Let me see if I can do it.
Any weird ways, you know, to make that happen? Do 1 to something?
I wish. There's just not.
No, wait, I can't roll down. Hold on a second. I can't roll down. I've got maximum velocity out. That's all completely wrong. So we roll this.
You're not rolling down.
No, I can't roll down. I've got maximum velocity out. What am I thinking?
That was here.
And then I'm just going to do the play hard to ignore. And I'm going to hold Starhawk.
Okay. So
Done.
I'm going to recover for 3. I probably will stay down just to heal and get Agatha again, since you don't need me to do anything.
Yeah, you're fine.
But I will do this.
What's up, Kevin? That joke will happen soon.
Use 1.
What's up, sexy dinosaur? Did you say Dr. Embersfield going to answer the question? Top 3 card games. Right off the head, right now, Flesh and Blood is there. Netrunner, greatest of all time. And, Ashes has been gaining a lot of esteem. It's hard to look past what you're currently playing. It's probably got to be Spoils. I spent so much time with Spoils. That system is great. The theme leaves a lot to be desired, but the system is great.
I think after playing Magic recently, the system is as close to perfect in that vein of a game as I've played, for sure.
I completely agree. And the first set or 2, I think the theme was phenomenal. It just got stupid with Seed.
I punched that guy off the table.
This one, he's tough.
Yep. This guy.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Yeah. And I stunned Zola for you.
Well, that's also great.
Yep.
All these things are very nice.
Yeah. You're welcome.
And
I played the thing where you got a plus tech.
I should never have thought about going to Alter Ego with all of that about to happen. If only somebody had told me.
Well, it was
1, 2, 3.
good, and then it netted as both cards. Assuming you did need to ever go down, that was the turn to do it. But now you can't go down anymore.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are you ready for the bad stuff?
Okay.
3 on and then a minion? Is that right? Am I
Yep.
reading that right?
You're going to get a minion. Zola's mutate. When revealed, discard cards from the top until he gets attack. Plus 2 hit points and guard.
This is getting old, Zola.
I get it. We're about to go to Dunktown, though. All right, and then these go away. Then
Tries to attack me.
and fails.
Stunned. Failed.
Then your minions come.
Zola's
to town.
mutate. Attacks. Block it for 2. Takes 1 in return. Where's my 1? Then a number of triggers are going to fire. Hard to ignore times 3 means remove 3 threat. Unflappable. Draw a card.
We have curved out.
Stand up. Bioservant for 1. You know, I mean, what
Do
if
you mean to block with Ironheart? Do you have her in your hand still?
Yes.
I'll block with Ironheart.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes, that option. Then he schemes against me for 2, 3 total. And put 3 on.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get our bad cards, starting with you. Get down with your bad self.
Berserk mutate. That's why you do it. I'm just going to take a guess that you're not going to draw a card that makes things attack. And if you do, you have Mockingbird, right?
Yep.
But I also attack for 3.
I think I block it with Mockingbird, if anything. Or did you take 2?
The old blocking bird? Taking 2 puts me a little close, you know? I'm a little scared of that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll
Use your defense cards with your friction resistance. And
can I use my defense cards if I'm not defending?
He's quick striking. He's attacking you.
Yeah, but I'm not defending. I'm just not. I'm not.
When you're being attacked, you're defending.
I can defend when
Yeah.
I'm being.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll play sidestep with friction resistance.
There
Prevent
it
3.
is. Okay.
Now, if I paid with a thing, which I didn't, it would do a damage. Not important.
Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Advance. He's a scheming. That's fine. Oh, place a test counter on the main scheme. So we're going to put 2 on, and then we're going to put a test counter.
He's testing.
Then this flips back over to me. Don't mind if I do. Let's use Agatha. Oh, Agatha. It was Agatha all along. We'll get that one. This one.
This one goes to 11.
But this one goes to 11. Let's go there. Oh my goodness, the hits keep coming. Let's do that. I'll use my ability actually. Discard 2, draw.
That's handy.
No, keep that. Draw 2. Okay.
I'm in a pretty good spot here.
Let's think
This is
about
gonna-
this. If they're interesting. Let's pay 2 for my hand cannon.
Oh, here we go. Let's do it.
Locked and loaded. I'll do that with that.
How about Mockingbird blocks the tough off over here?
She's doing 2 damage though.
Is she?
My boot camp, man.
Oh yeah, Mockingbird at the boot camp.
You have someone that really needs dunked. That thing.
So like, I'm gonna one-shot this, stand up. I can do 3 here.
What if I just dunk it?
If you dunk it, great, even better. You're gonna mutate, decay, and
I'm just gonna dunk that
All
thing.
you do is molecular decay these guys.
I
They're
mean,
mutated, and then you're like decay. I mean,
the-
it makes sense.
The tale is old as time,
Yeah.
honestly.
Makes sense.
So, and then do you have somewhere that 4 damage? I'm gonna knock tough off and then
4
nuke
damage
that
here
thing.
would be
Yeah.
phenomenal.
So let's punch with Mockingbird, knock that off. Then I'm gonna flip over to Scarlet Witch mode, and when I do, I'm gonna play a surprise attack for 4 on that thing.
Super good.
Surprise! Scarlet Witch has a
Surprise,
gun.
Scarlet Witch got a gun. Classic Bobby Hill got the Dillo scenario.
You know what? You're exactly right.
Kevin, counterpunch of Quicksilver. It gets good about late game. I think it's fine. I think it's fine card. I think it's fine card to run. I just maxed out on making sure I could defend everything.
We're gonna molecular decay.
You could play it that way though. I think Counterpunch has a good spot there.
And we're targeting that thing. Special and a 3, so it's doing 8 damage.
You did it.
Great.
About time to start discarding these dumb things.
Now, actually, I'm gonna recover before I flip over because I was gonna swing with my gun, but I'm gonna save it. And then
Definitely take care of that threat.
I'm gonna discard and get rid of this thing, the 2 cards.
Heck yeah. Oh man, I've got just the thing for this guy.
Perfect. Is it an energy?
Yeah. It happens to be that, yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start there so I don't change my mind because I will want to. Energy there for concussion blasters.
Daniel, why does she even need a gun? Swinging for 3 is actually really relevant against minions. It's a nice little backup. Ratchet now says just under half of Steven's deck is in play.
That's about right. That's the way I like it. Do I want Starhawk even?
Yeah, with your cards in hand, you do have about half your deck at any time.
Do I want Starhawk?
Matt asking for the stream schedule for the rest of the week. I'm going to post that later today, but it's Champions today, Flesh and Blood tomorrow, Ashes on Wednesday, and then Steven's gone Thursday. So I'm doing You Knew It, I Knew It, Middle Air CCG on Thursday. I might try to play as a Nazgul for the first time.
Berserk Mutate with my 3 attack. Stand up, stand friction resistance. Top of the pyramid. Now you got to ask yourself, do you play Starhawk or do you play Ironheart? And why is it always Ironheart? But I want to play Starhawk because it's new.
Is there a world where you play Ironheart, draw a double resource, and then play the other one as well?
That world exists, but it's not a world that I live in. The theoretical world?
I've just been playing Scarlet Witch too long.
All right, let's go here. Deft Focus and Friction Resistance are going to play double time. We're going to deal 2 here to knock the tough off. And we're going to deal 2 threat there.
Deal 2 threat.
Deal 2 threat, that's right. I've got this Retaliate, which it's just aggravating for Quicksilver, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I need to start molecular decaying him.
Maybe that's the only way we'll do it.
The best thing would be an energy barrier. Every time you take one, you send it back at him.
Well, I forgot to pack that one.
Left that one in the briefcase at home.
I don't know. Am I supposed to do this? I don't know.
Perhaps it's a magically enchanted gun. You ever think about that? Magic missile, a little bit.
All right, here we go. Starhawk. I'm going to play Starhawk. I don't need Ironheart. I'm going to have 1 card in hand, and maybe it's not good enough. Then I'm going to roll down, and I'm going to recover. Unless you really think that we need to clear that 3 out. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
Then I can roll back up, and
yeah.
And I think I'm going to draw all my Always Be Runnings, because I haven't seen them, and I have no deck. So
and you're swinging for a lot.
Maximum Velocity, Always Be Running should be in hand with a lot of cards.
I like it.
You should see it.
All right, it's time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. This is not the hand you want to be on Alter Ego with. It's fine, though.
You have all your defense cards?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Just the dads here.
Let's put 3 on. Thank you, Zola. Then gonna attack me. My block with Blocking Bird. 2. Special. Choose either spend 2 physical or exhaust your identity. You know what? I'm on.
I love that you only ever do that.
I have the answer to this though. Pay 2.
Yeah, there you go. You don't need that helicarrier. He needs value.
Unearthquaked. Then he's scheming against you for 2. Plus 3.
Ooh.
Woo-wee. Forgot to put this on. Oh, wait. No. I'll discard this and try it again.
2 was on.
Now he's a 0. But he gets tough. Chaos.
I knocked that tough off for no reason. Oh,
Well.
I'm standing.
You never know.
Bad cards?
Bad cards indeed. That's my bad card. Zola's mutate. He gets attack card. +2 and retaliate 1.
Got this bio idiot. I'm the first player?
You are the first player.
All right, well, I really am not going to be able to spend much of anything in terms of my cards. So if that's the case, maybe I'm going to just heal. I'm going to heal. Whoop. Then I'm going to roll up to Quicksilver mode. Then I'm going to friction resistance for always be running. Stand. Stand. It doesn't get much better than that. Okay, then I have infinite money and nothing to spend it on. But I do have a great defending hand. So don't sleep on that.
There's something to be said about that.
Star Shark, what do you need over here? I can do 6. Is that of interest?
He's got 7 with retaliate.
He's got to retaliate?
Yep. It's a bummer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me do some math real quick. Just like a witch would.
Magic.
Okay, that's not good.
Can we kill Zola with just defense? Wouldn't that be interesting?
It would be nice. Now you could have, before you flipped over, done your 2 psycho cards if you have cards you can't play.
Oh, yeah, I definitely need to do that. Yeah, thank you. Did chat tell us that?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, chat.
So discard 2, draw 2. That way you have something to play.
Yeah. Somebody discard a preemptive and a desperate defense.
Yeah, you don't need that many.
Draw 2 up.
Anything relevant happen?
Drew a strength. Double resource here. See, I need to cut him in the late game. You just want to cut him in the late game, right? How about, what if I was on thwarting duty?
That's great for me. Yeah.
Like if I just removed 6.
That sounds fun.
You happy with that?
It buys us more time. I have a plan.
2.
We'll play a spiritual meditation.
Yeah, meditate. I could also just do 9 damage. How are we feeling about that?
9 to him?
Yeah. And I like the chats here. You could kill Starhawk by sending him at Zola, and then he bounces to hand, play him again. Filter some cards.
That's true. And it gets rid of the tough.
Yeah.
Which is
Because tough triggers even if you, or the retaliate triggers even with tough.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good beats there, chat. I like that. All right, let's think about what to do then.
Jay-Z asking, what do you guys think of the Sentinels Definitive Edition on Kickstarter? They're doing a Definitive Edition on Kickstarter, side note. I mean, when we played it on stream, I did not enjoy it. You can check that stream out.
Sentinels
Sentinels
Multiverse?
Multiverse?
Oh, yeah, and I played a bunch, not just on the stream.
Yeah. So are they changing anything?
It just feels old.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
I like Champions way better, as an example. But
yeah.
if you're into it, it seems...
It's kind of a nostalgic game, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever the definitive edition would be cool, though, if they're, like, tightening it up a little bit.
Specifically, if they're doing that.
I mean, you got to say, it just depends. You got to say a lot about the fact that you have real, I don't say real, but the popular Marvel superheroes here. And that means a lot, I think, you know? Even though I do like the B-League stuff. I bet a lot of people that played Sentinels are playing Champions. Superheroes are super tough, man. Tough. Do you have a gun you can do something with there? It has to be when you attack?
Yeah. And it does have overkill. So
does it have ranged?
No.
Gun doesn't have ranged?
+2 and it has
Are you shooting it from point blank?
Yeah. Stick them up.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's think about this. The one thing I know that I can do is remove threat. Everything else is kind of immaterial.
That's fine.
You know?
Fine by me.
This tough needs to go, but we're too good. Like, we're too strong.
Yeah. Powerful, yeah.
Starhawk to knock the tough off. Quicksilver for 3. You got a pocket of 1 somewhere that's clever?
I have lots of big pockets.
Yeah, me
But
too.
1 is fine because I have overkill with my attack.
Oh.
So
right.
1 left on something is actually really good.
Okay. I'm going
that
that
would
direction.
also knock
This
that
guy
tough
bothers
off.
me. Are you going to get rid of this guy?
I'm going to try. Magic ensues, etc., you know.
We're unaware of all of them, etc. Okay, well, let's get some value here. So Starhawk is going to knock the tough off here. Take Retaliate, go back to hand.
Okay.
Then we're going to Friction Resistance, pitch Desperate, and play Starhawk again. You've never been so impressed. We got a tough out of that. Then we're going to knock the tough off the Bioservant. Starhawk just doesn't like tough things.
I don't like you.
Quicksilver is going to do 3
He
here.
takes 2, right?
Yeah. Stand up for the ability there.
Give that friction resistance right back.
That's right. Not that I can use it. Then we'll remove 2 here. Then we'll Friction Resistance, always be running. Stand.
Ready friction resistance again.
Remove 2 more there. Yeah. And that's me.
All right.
Wish I could pass you these
I'm
cards.
going to pay 4 for Nick.
It's Nick.
Draw 3.
Nicholas. Should we call him Saint Nick?
I like saying that.
Yeah.
I need to get an alt art with him in Christmas garb. All right. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Well.
I can discard cards at the end of the turn that I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
Can I remove them from the game?
No.
It'd be an interesting mechanic.
You wish. Let's play Spider-Girl. Well, let's wait and play Spider-Girl. I will swing with Scarlet Witch for 3 here.
Wow.
With my gun.
Overkill, right?
Yeah.
And look at that value.
Yeah.
We're going to find a way to kill this guy having never attacked.
That's the goal.
Only through overkill and defending.
Yeah, I agree. I like it. We like the stock. Oh, boy. You know...
You gonna kill that mutate or what? I could block it. Do
and
2 to it.
we will eventually get to that point. So...
Oh, we got another ally coming in, or another minion coming in, too. This guy's relentless.
Yeah.
How aggravating. Might run himself out of deck, too.
I'm going to do something interesting.
Okay.
Hope you are not mine. I'm going to go down to Alter Ego. Use Agatha.
Quite interesting.
Well, my resource curve is... Oh, wait.
Well,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
You don't have enough Avengers Mansion Quinn Carrier,
Well,
etc.?
I'm like... Because of this boot camp, it gets really spicy, particularly, actually. So I'm going to play an Ironheart.
Oh, I see.
Draw a
You can
card.
do more with allies.
Yeah. Weird. How does
I'll
that
take
math check
I'll
out?
take a break.
Yeah.
Life-giving water.
I'm going to play a Spider-Girl. We'll confuse and stun here. So Nick will punch here for 3. Well, yeah, 3. Then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Too much. Because Nick is going to go away anyway. But attacking Zola means they go away. So do I thwart? I think I do. Because I save them as blockers. And the next round they can swing into that. They'll both tort for 1. They'll get used next round for all their attack value. And then that'll be the end of my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and ready everything. Interesting. Kind of great. This is good.
How many outlets you play?
2. But I stun and confuse this thing. I did 3 with Nick, and he took 1 back because of retaliate. But next round, I'm going to actually have another hand cannon. So I can hit this for 5 with overkill. And then these things can just attack and get retaliated because they're going to go away anyway.
Okay.
And I have some serious heat coming down the pipeline. So yeah.
And I could have held to always be running to wait for maximum velocity, but that's not the kind of person I am. I'm going to discard that strength, draw up.
All right. So we are going to get the 3rd counter and 3 more threat. So we'll see if there's any minions left in the stack.
3 threat.
Mm-hmm. No minions.
All right.
But we do get our 2nd acceleration counter, so we got to start partying at some point.
Yeah, it's time to go.
We've had enough fun with Zola.
Did we lose if this goes? Or is there another one?
There's another one.
Yeah, we're fine.
We haven't even begun. All right, he's going to attack you. I have a Nick Fury for you if you want it.
I feel like I need to block.
I agree. Nick will be there just in case.
Quicksilver going to block. 4 defense.
He's at 2.
To 2.
I have my crest if we need it.
I'm going to pay 1 for never back down.
What's that do?
+2 defense stuns him if I take no damage there, which it will.
0, but this guy shuffles back in. Cool.
All right, he's stunned. And we go down the chain. He takes 2 damage. Electrostatic armor and dauntless. Remove 3 threat.
We're going to defend him right out of this game.
That's right. Draw a card.
Those hard to ignores are crazy.
I stand up. Friction resistance stands up.
Unbelievable. Okay, he's
Who
scheming
else
against
wants a
me
piece?
for 2, 3, 4. Fine. This thing tries to scheme and he fails because he's confused. Why? Why'd you go down?
I don't understand.
Then we get our bad cards. You're first.
Yeah. What's up, Kelson? Said awesome to catch you guys live for the first time from the UK. Thanks for sparking my interest in Marvel Champions. Love the content. Hey, thank you for joining us.
Happy to
Kelson.
have you.
It's great to see you. Digitally, virtually, etc. Me?
Mm-hmm.
Tech enhancements. 1 insight. Place 1 test counter on the main scheme.
Fine.
You're doing weird experiments. Right?
Mind Ray, alter ego, Zola schemes, and I'm confused.
I'm gonna cancel that. Is that worth canceling?
Could it be? I have another card in my hand that I haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
Confused is not fun.
And it does what to you?
He schemes, and I'm confused.
No.
That's worth canceling.
Yeah, that's canceling. Yeah. Friction resistance, order, and chaos, etc.
My favorite, exhaustion. Berserker mutate.
Nice. Hey, I could maybe, well, I don't know if I want to block that. Do I want to block that?
Oh, I'll block with Nick.
There you go, yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Max Nick value.
Max Nick value. That's his name. Okay. End of the round. This passes to me. We good with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with
Cool.
that.
Cool. Let's draw a card.
All right, let me tell you where I am. Where I go. Run, do your best.
I'm going to spirits and meditate.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
My dime, like Charlie. What's going through your head here?
I have to discard a card. Hold on. 3 there.
Oh, disorder and cast 2 damage? Yeah. Deal 2 damage to the villain. See?
We could eventually win on the merits of our winningness.
Now that would be a challenge. That's better than heroic. without attacking.
I just have
Challenge.
a very Bugatti series of events happening here.
Where's your other 2 damage token? Where'd you put that? Back in the box?
I didn't do it.
No,
It just happened. Okay. I have a crazy turn happening here.
For damage or threat?
Damage, of all things.
Cool. If you want me to back cleanup on this, was he at 7?
I'm going to nuke that guy.
Well, do you want to nuke the villain instead?
Well, retaliate on my allies is bad.
Oh, right.
So I'll show you. Let's flip.
Retaliate.
Oh, wait, before I flip. Agatha. It was Agatha all along.
Don't forget you can cycle your 2. Did you cycle your 2 already?
I haven't, but I don't necessarily need to.
We were cycling.
Yeah, we'll get this one.
Swinging.
Put these under.
Down as you ready as angels when they sing.
Flip. I love it.
All
right, let's start here. Spider-Girl's going to punch for 3. She's only got 1 health, so the retaliate doesn't matter.
Dead.
Ironheart's going to punch for 2.
I thought you were going to kill Zola's mutate with your ally.
I will. I haven't done anything yet.
Oh.
We're going to play some Chaos Magic.
Ooh.
Play a free She-Hulk.
Ah, there it is. She's about to retaliate herself into Punch Town.
It's going to be Punchy Town, yeah. Then I'm going to play a Wasp. I can pay any number. She gets, for every lightning I spend, she gets a counter on her. So I'll spend
probably 3. Yeah.
3 lightning.
Yeah.
Just put 3
Saw that
counters
coming.
on
I can't
her.
say that I did.
She's a 4 attack too with her
boot camp.
Yeah. With the boot camp. So the 4 is going to take that right out of the game. So I'll
Sting.
Swing for 4.
You're playing a leadership deck out of aggression.
It's pretty awesome.
What's up with that? How do you still find a way to play leadership after all my hatred for it?
I don't know, but I'm here for it.
I can 3 that mutate right off the board without even thinking about it, so don't worry about that guy.
So She-Hulk's going to punch Zola for 2.
When does retaliate happen?
And take the retaliate. I think it's after the fact.
Is it after?
He's taking 2, but she's going to start swinging for a lot. Then...
More?
Oh, yeah. We're not even...
We've only just begun. What if the retaliate happens first, and then She-Hulk gets better?
That would be cool.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I'm going to use my Queen Carrier and pay 1 for a bug.
There's the bug.
And he's going to heal when I swing next round because I will. So I'm just going to thwart for 1. So that he doesn't get retaliated off the board.
Fair.
Your turn.
That was it? Bug was the last thing? Yeah, all that build-up? I'm only just beginning and then it's bug? That's it?
It was even before I played Wasp.
Okay, let's take a look. Okay. We can thwart Starhawk off the board here. Let's start where all great things start.
I mean, he may... Oh, yeah. I guess he bounces back to your hand.
Yeah. I got money for it.
When he's full up, his attack into Zola with retaliate bounces him back to your hand every time.
3 for Berserk Mutate.
You got
Stand
him.
up, stand friction resistant. Okay. I feel that. I feel that. Friction resistance is going to play endurance. Currently at plus 6 hit points now.
I am in witch mode.
I'm a witch. Burn me. Okay, good. Good. Good ideas. Good ideas. Endurance in the play. Love that. Love that. Like you love to see it, right?
Yeah, love to see it indeed.
Man, I've got it. Starhawk's gonna thwart for 1. Gonna return him to hand. I'm gonna pay 2. I actually can save a card if I want to. Let's start swinging, man. I'm gonna start doing some damage. 3 to the man. Take 1 for retaliate. We're going to use deft focus to play always be running. Stand friction resistance.
I'm really hoping I draw some of those molecular, do a bunch all at once situations.
3 there to the main bad guy.
You got him.
Plus 1. 1 for retaliate. Friction resistance. Pay 1 for Starhawk. And does Starhawk want to be out of the game yet? No, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to thwart.
I'm into it.
Or I could take 2, and then he bounces back to hand, and then I can't play him. But then he's clogging up my hand.
I think thwarting.
Let's just do a thwart.
Because he can attack next round and then bounce and do his whole thing.
All right. The end. End of turn. I'll have 1 maximum velocity, I'm sure, coming up. Probably should have held the always be running like always, but it says to always be running. You're not supposed to wait.
Always be holding.
Yeah, always be holding. Who was ever inspired by that? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the hand we needed.
All right. So 3 thread on, 4 thread on. I got every number wrong. 3, 4, 2, 1, 8, 6. Hut.
Okay. What next?
Then he attempts to attack me and fails.
That's right.
Then he is actually attacking you.
Yeah, right. I'm going to block it with 4.
Is it 2? Pretty safe because I have my helmet.
I like it.
All right. Plus 1. Nothing.
All right. It's all blocked. Now wait just a second. Here we go. Take 2 damage.
Love it.
Hard to ignore. The fat stack. Removing 3.
That's so good.
Unflappable.
So good.
Draw me a card.
It's correct.
It is so good.
Hard to ignore is like...
It's hard to ignore.
Maybe too good is how good that card is.
Well, it's Quicksilver, you know, and then I'm going to stand up.
It's crazy. Anyway.
This is how green's supposed to play, though.
Yeah, I love it.
Finally got a hero that can do it.
I'm not hating it. I even picture playing that like Spider-Man. It's like, get over here. Because his one weakness is he doesn't help with thwart that much.
Yeah, it's really good for him.
Okay, bad cards. This is for me. That one's for you.
I actually would love another attack. You got a gang up or something?
Defensive programming. Attach to the minion. There are no minions.
Surge?
If you can't, gain surge. Cool. Laser rifle. Ranged. And plus 1.
Master plan. Hydra prison. Soaking 4.
All right. Our
grand plan. We're supposed to. We got to do this to get the upgrade.
Right at the very end.
Yeah. You got to hit the prison.
Okay.
That was it.
That's it.
Oh wow. Now it's Dunktown for sure.
It is. It's game on.
This is terrifying. Okay, he gave us an opening. It's kind of like Flesh and Blood in that way. It's like, okay, well.
Tempo. Then they give you a moment. You just.
Now it's time.
Dunk.
It's time to take control of the game. All right, so I want to give you an idea of what I'm about to do.
You just have fun.
4, 5, 6, 15. I'm at about 21 damage. 21 damage.
You go for it, man.
You think I should just start?
Start wailing. Yeah. We'll see what happens when he goes to stage 2 or 3, I guess.
Okay. Is there something bad, you think?
I mean, it's not going to be bad enough.
Not bad enough. All right, 2 for maximum velocity, plus 2 to everything. I'll put it here so we remember. A place I never look.
We might clock him this round.
I'll swing for 5 on him.
All right, so you don't get retaliated.
No, I don't, do I?
Because he's defeated.
Oh.
Stage 3, here we go. Retaliate 1. He's now a 3 scheme, same attack value. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and reveals it. I'll clean these guys up.
I'm going to stand up. Friction resistance stands. Quicksilver stands.
Let's see what kind of...
No, I won't back down. No, I... Oh my gosh, Electra is so good. That's why we did it with friction resistance. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
It is that
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Are you comfortable taking a Berserker mutate?
Yeah, sure.
I can clear these minions out. You're just going to take 2 damage.
Bring them on.
Or you can block.
I can block. It's not worth it compared to what I can do with 5 attack. Ready for more action?
It's action time.
More Quicksilver action?
And we have to do 32 and then we win.
Okay. I'm going to play Electra.
Carmen?
Carmen. I'm going to use friction resistance to do 3.
Someone said Starhawk could block and bounce.
Direct. Yeah, I know. That's a clever trick.
You're doing 3?
Terrible value. Yes, 3 there.
29 left.
Okay. Then I'll do 5 more.
That one's got retaliate.
Okay. Taking it. I'm still above my max hit points. Or my starting hit points. Then we're gonna do 3.
Perfect.
Do you want to kill this guy, or what do you think you kill him?
We might win.
You want to just go for
How
it?
much more heat you got?
I mean, do you want to clear the prison though? I can prison for 4. I can do a 4 off the prison. 5. I can do 5 off the prison. Get us started there. Kind of warm things up. Can you do 6?
Off the prison?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like one option is do a little here, and know that we have a whole extra turn.
Yeah, come on, that's no fun.
To play the game. I don't think we can defeat him and remove all that threat.
All right, Electra's doing 3 there to the main guy.
21.
Let's just find out. Take retaliate.
Because I can do
consequential. Let's just find out.
I can do 16.
I mean, I think we're there. Pay 1 for and always be ready. Stand this.
The only thing clearing it does is I think it upgrades this thing.
Yeah, doesn't it get way better though?
Well, it's the same thing. It just has a reaction. Mine is after I defeat a side scheme, draw a card.
After I defend, exhaust, draw a card. I mean, that'd be easy mode, wouldn't it? We don't want to make this too easy.
It's just Red Skull.
We'll make this too easy. Well, let me get my stack of upgrades. It's nice, perfect. So let's do another 5. That direction. Take a damage for retaliate.
16. We're in Zach threat zone.
If I Starhawk for 2, is that better, or do 1 off of here? You think you can clear all of that?
No.
You can't. You can't?
I can do all my damage, or we can start trying to clear. But
can you leave 2 on him, and I can kill him on defense, and then you can clear the prison this turn?
that leaving 2 is not gonna let me clear 11 threat from this thing.
Starhawk to block. Yeah, I don't need that. This guy's like inconsequential. All right, man. I'll do it. I'm gonna do 1 off of this just to give it just to set it up for us. Maybe next turn. And then I'm gonna friction resistance. What's a berserk mutate? Are you worried about this guy? You're gonna have to waste time on this. I can stun him.
Well, how much more damage do you have?
None. None more damage coming. I can do 2 there if you really want me to keep us safe. Instead of removing 1 from the scheme. You want me to do that? Let's be safe. Let's be safe. Kill Starhawk. You've done a great job, though. We're all very proud of the situation. You move the 2 there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'm going to use friction resistance, play a speed cyclone. I'll just stun the main.
Okay. He's at 14.
I mean, we've got time because this is also a way to stun him. So, like, as long as we don't lose here, which we can't, I think you put some hits on him and maybe start clearing the prison, yeah?
So then don't win this time.
Maybe not.
Okay. I think we can clear the prison and the minions.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, this minion's dead when I block it, too.
Oh, great. So I'll clear mine and leave yours for your party town.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do this. I'm going to draw a card. Let's just see what we get. Oh, hello there. Okay. Well, let's Pay 2. Check this out. For a hand cannon.
Oh, here we go. Pow, pow, Power Wheels.
I don't know if it makes sense, but man, do I love it. Let's go, Scarlet. So she's going to swing for +4 and overkill here. So 2 will carry over. No retaliate because it's overkill.
Beautiful. Wow, blast into that minion.
That's right. I was prepared. Ready for the party.
Ready to blast.
And when I do, bug heals.
Right.
And then this is the question. So we're just going to go into next turn. That's the thing we're doing.
I mean, just get him to like 1 or 2, but then I can't block him, you know, so I got to be careful. Do I have to trigger this stuff? I think I do. Yeah. Or just take this minion out. You got nothing better to do. Bring it on.
I like that. Let's take the minion out with She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Because then next turn she's just monstrous. And then I will remove 2 threat. Because we're just taking it easy. Max value here.
Just take it easy.
And then I will, man, I have resources for days. Play a magic shield, so I can discard it to prevent 3 when someone would take 3.
So good.
I'll play another magic shield.
Now we're just playing now it's just dunks all around. It's just alley-oops.
And then I will pass.
All right. I get an extra card, though.
Oh. What's amazing about that is I can prevent the damage to the allies.
That is amazing.
Don't mind me.
BRB.
Oh, yeah. So we got molecular decay coming in. So I'm just going to...
You won't give me an extra card there?
A bonus? Free card?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be tasty.
Okay.
Cold Pizza says, the dunk contest has begun.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. The hand of hands. Okay.
All right, so start, we're going to put 4 threat on the main scheme.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then we'll put one of these tokens on. Okay, then starting with you, he's going to attempt to attack, but he fails.
That's right.
No minions out. So then he's going to attack me.
I got it. Can I do it?
Be my guest, man.
All right, I'm going to defend, but I got some things. Why not? I'll play Never Back Down. +2 stun him if I take no damage.
+0. He does get a tough status token.
But he's stunned.
But he's number 1 stunned.
Remove 3 threat.
Pay 1. Remove 82 threat this game.
He takes 2.
Calling him in the morning.
Stand friction.
Now, can you only remove threat from the main scheme with that?
No, I could do it here. Yeah, that's wise.
Yeah, man.
Let's start making our dreams come true. 2, 3. Bada bing. Oh, it is main scheme. Yeah.
There you go.
I read it right.
Then bag card time.
I feel like we actually have added threat to this somehow.
We did +4. With
And did it start with 5?
No, it was 1 for each cost. 7 cost of
like
allies
7.
+1. So it started at 8.
Okay.
And then it went up to 12.
Okay. It is the main scheme only. Okay, my cards.
Oh, he has tough. Did you do 2 to him? So it just gets.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Is it separate instances though?
So 1 and 1.
Yeah, 1
so
and
tough
1,
and
yeah.
1. All right, great, perfect.
Separate incidents. Man, a lot of them. Discard an upgrade or support I control. Okay, not a problem. Well, I feel like none of it really matters. So let's do a hard to ignore.
It doesn't. Nothing matters now. We're in the end game now.
And then finally an earthquake. Uh-oh.
2 physical.
Incite 1. Discard 2 cards from your hand and exhaust yourself. Can't cancel that, can you?
Oh, I got it as a boost earlier. That's why.
That's fine. I'll discard 2
Hold
cards.
on.
It's immaterial.
Okay,
Yeah, I can stand up.
Okay, mine. Ultimate Bioservant. Tough.
Yeah,
Don't matter.
What's up, Eclectic Camel? It's been a while since I've seen your name there.
End of round. This passes over.
That's right.
Let's partay. Let's go ahead and Spirits and Meditate. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Spirits and Meditate.
So rule number 1 is clear the Hydra Prison and then kill Zola?
Yeah.
The idea there?
So let's start with a Hex Bolt. Looking for threat removal. Need some 1s.
And you can crest some, can't you?
1, 1, 2. So I'll crest to make the 2 a 1. So we'll remove 6 from there.
My gosh. When the magic says yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. He's got that left. Let's party. We need to remove 3 before we murder him.
Can you leave 3 on him?
On him?
Mm-hmm. I'll swing in with Electra and I'll remove all the threat. Remove all the threat, swing in with Electra, done.
Great. So that's all you need to happen.
Yeah.
Any increment of 3 or less.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay. Let's pay. I can definitely do that. I can do that and so much more. Pay 1 there.
Who is this woozy guy? Have you seen this woozy guy? Apparently it has all the updates about what's planned, like what the packs are going to be.
Wasi?
Wasi?
Wasi plays or something like that?
Wasi?
W-O-S-S-Y? Wasi? I don't know.
You don't call him woozy.
Molecular Decay.
What, is he like an FFG employee or something?
No, I think it's just content creator.
Well, how does he know? We're selling the product and they're not telling us.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Molecular Decay.
Yeah.
5 plus 0.
That's hilarious.
I'll trigger my ability to discard this one and draw a new one. Still 0. So we do 5, but it's not. It is an attack. So
sometimes the magic doesn't work out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. All right, so I have to be careful not to defeat him is the actual trick here. So how about we
just
do
swing
this?
it with a gun, man. Do 5.
Well, I do have that option. Okay, let's do this. I'll swing for 5 because it's fun.
Yeah.
He's down to 1, and he retaliates against me.
Do you need to heal or something? You know, if you didn't swing and you went
There
down
it
and
is.
healed,
Yeah,
maybe that's right.
right.
Yeah. You want me to put 5 back on?
Yeah, put 5 back on. No, listen, all my fun is gone.
Yeah.
But I think there's some weird rule where if I'm not in hero form at the end of this.
Is that true?
Yeah, because I have +2 points here. So I'm still only going to carry over 4 of my damage. Even still.
Yeah, there's nothing to be done.
So instead, let's... I definitely don't need to take the retaliate from him, though. So that's fine. I'll swing with Wasp for 4. Get him down to 2.
That'll work.
Then technically I could clear that, but I'll let you have the
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, you know, clear it. Clear it. Yeah.
We get our allies back.
That's right.
Hey, I get a resource. What fun can I do with my
Right now,
resource?
Quicksilver's awesome, man. You get a great ally. Scarlet
Neat.
Witch is bogus.
She's great.
Yeah, it's true. Definitely true. Quicksilver looks great in that card, though.
Let's play a Shang-Chi. And I'll discard my wild here to stun the enemy. He's already stunned. Cool. Then I'll remove 2 threat.
So Jason's saying
Here.
definitely end in hero mode. Now let me tell you something. That is the worst mechanic imaginable for a campaign.
I agree.
That's worse than the Arkham stuff that's bad.
I agree.
Why would you ever just pull the rug out from the players like that? That makes no sense, right?
Don't.
Am I wrong about this?
Oh, this is what I need to do.
At least say at the intro, end in hero mode.
Bug's going to remove the tough. She-Hulk's going to punch this thing off the board, and I'll get rid of this so she doesn't take any damage.
Just playing some cleanup here. I like that.
Yeah. Well, there's also, I remember some weird rule where if you're engaged with a minion, you have to write it down. I don't remember which scenario that's on, but
Ugh.
here we are, me having played this before. Then I'll pass to you.
Okay. Well, let's do friction resistance. Always be running. Stand up, stand up. It's like we were never gone. And then I'll play Scarlet Witch. 2 on the... Oh, wait, you already moved the scheme, yeah.
Yep. You just punch them.
Swing.
Victory! Each player engaged with an enemy records they are engaged with an enemy in the campaign log.
None.
They gone. If the Hydra prison side scheme is still in play.
It's not.
Oh, we should have left it in play because then those allies get removed from our deck for the next campaign. For the next game.
Oh.
If they would stay in prison.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Actually, that could be very helpful.
Yeah, just clear it out of your deck. If the Hydra prison is not in play, each hero and player in hero form may replace their basic condition upgrade with its improved side.
That's so
bogus.
Maddening.
Yeah. That happened to me the first time we played on camera.
Who let that through the process?
You may tell you who? We all know this player. It's the mill player. It's like,
no, isn't this just the GM or the DM in your role-playing system that just wants to see the players lose?
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's not fun. That's not a good story.
Especially because, like...
There's not even a signal that you should know to stay in hero mode.
Like in Arkham...
Oh, hey, you suck. No.
That's the kind of thing where, like, at the outset, it'd be like, Zola challenges you to be in hero form.
Exactly.
And it's like, okay, well, at least I, like, had an idea that this is the thing that I was supposed to do.
Yeah, like, ha, ha, ha. If you run away in your alter ego form, you will suffer.
Exactly. In that voice, precisely. But that's not how that works. So, fine. That's fine.
Well, we did it.
We did do it. Whew, that took a lot longer than I anticipated it taking.
Well, you know, we had to build.
We built. That is something we definitely did.
That was a defensive powerhouse situation there.
I mean, I think it's funny, but his retaliate is actually what kept me off of so much damage, because I had allies with the boot camp out who were great except for against retaliate.
Yeah.
So like he was spitting out enough minions that I could just keep dunking on him with my allies, but like, and my molecular decay.
Right.
But because he had retaliate, I was always like, oh, I don't want to like punch into that yet.
Well, here's the question. Do we drop the double resources? And does one of us drop Ironheart? And why is it me?
Well, if you're dropping the doubles, it makes a lot more sense to drop Ironheart, right?
It do we just live by the curve at this point? Because like I'll just get the +1 pumpies.
I mean,
back in there.
I feel like you kept saying like you'd have a double and it wouldn't matter.
But it's also because I drew the battery there halfway through the game. And if I draw it late game, then these doubles are the only thing keeping me around, you know?
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. What do you think?
Hey, somebody's saying, a collector's saying, someone hired Steven to do some voice acting right now. Actually, I did recently.
You did do voice acting.
For a video game that's kind of based on Netrunner.
Kinda.
Can I say that out loud? Am I on an NDA or something? I didn't sign anything. I did sign stuff, but I didn't read it, so I'm fine.
Ignorance definitely protects you.
I'm sure they wouldn't be upset about me letting people know that. What's that game called?
I don't know. I wasn't on it.
I'll figure it out at some point. Yeah, I did a voiceover. It was really cool. It looks like a really cool game, too. Adrenaline Rush, going back in. I'm convinced.
So on Expert, the Red Skull segment is one and done. No repeats. Just so we're clear.
Say that again.
On Expert, the next scenario that we're going to play.
You get one shot.
You get one shot.
It's like a Sonic boss.
You only get one shot. This is for you.
Getting Sploosh, I should put Shield Energy Barrier back in. Is that, I don't want Secret Tech against Red Skull. What does he do, 1 damage a lot?
I don't think so.
Does he have that weird machine
It's just
gun?
really good against Retaliate.
Does he have it?
I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't played that much.
I might cut all my allies again. I feel like that was where I was at my peak.
Starhawk was good.
I mean, yeah, Starhawk, you know, came in, he left, came in.
Just the ability to know you always have an ally out is...
Here's your combat training. But thank you.
Good catch.
Thank you. Huh. No, yeah, let's not do it. We're not going to do Energy Barrier. Now, if we should, I'll live and die by that decision. Perhaps I should have Energy Barrier. And it's the best card in the game, but I'm on like a 1 cost curve, you know?
Yeah.
So,
if you're dropping the 2s, Energy Barrier gets even more less appealing to me.
Yeah.
because you're just going to have those moments.
And now you have deft what have yous to help you pay for all of your superpowers at 2. So everything in your deck, once you get friction resistance out, which is the hard part.
Are you playing Nerves of Steel? People keep mentioning that card.
What is that card?
I think it's one of the new cards that came out.
No, I didn't see a Nerves of Steel. I think I just have Nerves of Steel. No, Never Back Down is what I was thinking of. No, Nerves of Steel, so it's some kind of a...
Let me see that protection card.
Everyone wants me to attack. I don't want to attack, you know. I don't want to give them an unfair shot. I want Red Skull to have a shot at murdering us. I think that's a fun story.
Red Skull wins. Go home.
Yeah, see ya. Defensive stance.
Hail Hydra.
No. Momentum. No. Counter punches. Okay. Nerves of Steel. Exhaust. Generate a money for a defense event. No. It's cost 2. Got friction resistance, man.
Yeah. I can't see that being playable most of the time.
I mean, it's pretty good.
In Quicksilver particularly.
Wait, are people thinking about the right card? It lets you kill minions? I don't know. What's good with Quicksilver? What are we talking about? Sploosh, Sploosh maybe talking about. Oh, Energy Barrier, yeah. Not tech, just good with Quicksilver. I don't know. See, it is good with Quicksilver, but I mean, it's good with everybody.
But it only matters if you're actually taking damage.
I know, I'm never taking damage.
That's the hardest part of it.
Yeah.
Like even that game, most of the time you were blocking, you weren't taking damage.
That's right.
You were only taking damage from his Retaliate.
That's right.
So if you don't have Retaliate stuff out, Energy Barrier, because the reason you took it out, it's a 2 cost, first off.
2 costs.
It's on the wrong kind of curve for you. And the second thing is how often you had it in play and just weren't using it.
Totally agree. Zach, look at this curve. I love this curve. See, Starhawk is an outlier, so I'm not convinced.
I do think that really bad lag. Nerves of Steel basically recommending it because it basically functions like your friction resistance until you get it.
Yeah.
So if you see it early, you have a generated free resource on the defense side of things.
That's actually very true. I don't hate that at all.
So
like a mini, but then after you get it, then it's kind of worthless.
I mean, you still can use 2 defense events turn without using cards at that point.
But friction stands back up. So you use it twice on your defense.
But then you can't use friction on offense at that point.
True. I'll do 1. How about instead of Starhawk?
There it is. All right,
there we
great.
go. Instead of let's get Starhawk out of here.
We had a new card in, and then it immediately.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't.
I will say I like the guns on Scarlet Witch.
Well,
that was helpful.
Let's get a Nerves of Steel in here. And now we have successfully done what I love doing with Nerves of Steel. Every 2-cost card is a superpower, so it's paid for by deft and
so they'll become 1s.
Yep. And then everything else is 1.
Except Nerves of Steel.
Except Nerves of Steel, but it pays for your 1s.
Yeah.
So
Nerves of Steel
money.
and friction resistance are what help you get going.
Those are the only 2 resource generators you need?
Yeah.
That's a good suggestion. I like that. Yeah, look at that. This is a deck that somebody thought about.
Someone.
It means something. All right, Steel Jaw was saying, when you use Wasp, it looked like you did 2 damage and removed 2 threat. You can't remove the threat unless you're playing Ant-Man. No, that was something, you did 4 with Wasp, and then you removed 2 with Wanda, and then we backed up. Wanda was doing 5, and then you backed it up, and she removed 2 or something.
I don't think I removed with the Wasp ever.
We had it a million ways from Sunday. No matter.
I haven't played the Hero Wasp enough to get confused by that.
Yeah, man, they were in and out, weren't they?
Yeah.
Not quite. It's a weirder team up.
Well, I feel like particularly Wasp was a little under the curve.
Yeah.
And so then like
sign me up.
They did the thing where they also have the ally in that you can't play when you're playing the other character. So it just, if there's a duo and one of the duos seems underwhelming, that's going to make it harder. But like Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are both
great, really cool and great. So it's just a lot more appealing. All right, I'll believe you. Okay, so 6. I ended with 6, but I had 2 +3s, so I start at 0.
I ended with 6, but I had a +2, so I'm gonna start the game with 4 damage,
Right.
which is fine.
And it just looks at your starting, your printed hit points, right? That how it reads, your printed hit points?
So, yeah, you take remaining health. So I had +2, so I had 12 total hit points with 6 damage. So I had 6 left over.
Right.
And then based on what's printed, that's how much you should have at the start of the game.
Okay,
basically.
cool. Well, I start with 0 then. All right, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining us. It was a fun little session today. That was a great time. Now, are we going to finish this? We have to finish this next time, right? Before we move on to Galaxy's Most Wanted? I will not stop now.
Yeah, we're not going to get to the finale and then just...
No, yeah, I'm super happy with these decks.
That's for you.
And then we'll be able to do Galaxy's Most Wanted once everybody's kind of, seen what it's like. Apparently it's very hard, which has got me pretty excited about it.
Yeah. And we also, by the time we get to Galaxy's Most Wanted, we should be done with our Arkham campaign. And also, Innsmouth has been heavily allocated, so we can only go so far down that train.
Oh, that's so maybe we do a few champions.
So I'm thinking we do an entire Galaxy campaign back to back to back. In hopes that by the time that's over, finally all the packs are in.
Okay.
But, crossing my
That's
fingers
a pretty
now.
interesting idea. Then do we back to back Innsmouth whenever it comes?
Sure.
In? And we'll just do a little swap.
That's right. We'll just do a
Zoom
Innsmouth
out
party.
here. An Innsmouth party.
We'll see. We'll see when we get there.
Talk to the content scheduler.
Aaron says, is me 4 weeks away for Galaxy? Possibly, yeah.
Could be a month. Isn't that crazy? A month isn't anything anymore. A month used to be like 1,000 years in my little child brain.
Well, in the
No,
early
it's just-
pandemic days, it felt like a long time, too.
Yeah.
Those first 3 or 4 months were the weirdest, longest 4 months in a long time.
It's true.
But I'm glad we're here.
Now it's just 28 days closer to the grave.
Retro Down Innsmouth party seems fishy to me.
Ha! That's great. Thanks
for being
everybody.
here.
Hey, we have subscriptions,
Etc. Tokens, etc.
to make us the cash that we need to keep streaming. So
Simple as that. And
like
hey,
watching
content
it,
members, shout out to you.
subscribe.
Everyone that bought all the cosmic components.
Get
You
your
guys have been
products.
great.
Everything's great. Seems like USPS is back online. Thanks, Alex Becker. Appreciate that. Everyone, take care. We'll see you next Monday or maybe tomorrow. Come join us for some Flesh and Blood.